Reaper King, how's it going? Let's see. Swin, congrats on third. Orchid with first. And Jensen was second. Welcome in, y'all. How y'all doing? Let me get the words on stream going for you. First stream, but Laura, welcome in. How you doing? Silver, hello. 72XOXO, welcome in. I still don't know how to pronounce your name. Also, Odin, welcome in. How you doing today? Welcome in, everybody. I know I'm missing a couple of people. But hey, if you're new here, we do one ad break an hour. It's a 3-minute ad break, but it gets rid of pre-roll for the next hour for anybody new coming in. Helps make the stream more discoverable. I'm going to play the first of those right now, so we can just get rid of it for the first whole hour. LRA, thank you so much for the 3-month resub. But if you get caught in the ads, I'll see you in just...
Doesn't feel like it has been 3 months since I found your stream.
It doesn't. Time is weird. Hey, I'm gonna get those ads playing. If you get caught in the ads, I'll see you in just a few minutes. Here they come. Boop. All right. But yeah, honestly, it's so crazy. Like, people are like 2-month resubs, 3-month resubs. It feels like time is moving a lot faster than it seems, or slower. I'm not sure. My sense of time is out of whack. But hey, welcome in, everybody. Hope you're having a good Thursday. Not normally live on Thursdays, but here we are. Sauron, thank you so much for the Prime sub. Brand new Prime sub at that. Thanks so much for using that on me. Let's see, Spooky is bored. Welcome in. How you doing? So I see Evie. I see Reaper King, DeBaller. What is up? Winter, Kawaii, Lucky Bug, Ginger, Blizzas, Junitabs, Zafiro, Krizia. Hello, Missy Vampire. Welcome in, everybody. Let's see. It's live backwards. Cool. Thank you. I'll try to remember that. Let's see. How is my head? Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, Lenny. Anyway, no, I got a little bit of a headache. So, which is why we're doing some cozy investigations today, which is code word for I'm probably playing professional. So, bear with me. Anyway, Suki, welcome in. Zafiro, what's up? 8. Blixie, maybe, perhaps?
Excited for the surprise Thursday stream.
Edie, thank you so much for the 100 bits. Is it a surprise? I've been trying to like holler about it to make sure people were knowing that I was going to be live today, but if people just rely on my usual schedule, they might have missed it, yeah. Also, Dominic, thank you so much for the brand new tier 1 sub. Lixie, thank you. I never know what's like elite speak and what's not. Also, Pants, thank you so much for the 2-month resub. Tiago, hello, how you doing? Dev, what's up? Sarah, hello. See Silver Shadow, Mini Gamer, Balor, Calico, what is up, y'all? Rude Generic Guy, Mystic Wolfie. Shadow says, made it 2 days in a row. Let's go. Oh, you got to play Doom tonight. What did you think of it? God, Doom the Dark Ages is so much fun. Curb Stomp, thank you so much for the brand new Prime sub. Oh boy, looking forward to ordering that. New Madrinas, yeah, I'm so sorry that your package got lost. Or stolen? I think he said it was a theft issue. Malcolm, welcome in, how you doing? Also, Anna, thank you for the 100 bits. I hope you're doing well, Anna. Just helped a new person on Fast today because of your knowledge. Oh, that's awesome, Swin. And Dominic, welcome in. How you doing today? Primasword, what's up? All right, we got 10 seconds of ads left, so I'm not going to play the next round of words. I just sit here for a moment. Sammy says, had to go on Doom earlier for a few minutes despite your head feeling like it's going to implode. Oh no, yeah, I'm dealing with a bit of a headache today too. But you know what's dumber than canceling a stream? Canceling the stream that you planned to make up for the stream you canceled. All right, I think we can go over here now. Looks like the ads are over. Welcome back, everybody. And Stargirl, welcome in. Discovered me on YouTube, and this is your first time watching me on stream live. Heck yeah, welcome to the Twitch stream. Bone Trussell, indeed. Let's see, Starnack, how you doing? Lily says, love getting to watch the duck stream after a long day of walking. Nice. Let's see. Calico says, I wasn't going to try Doom. Watch your stream yesterday. Now you're up to chapter 5. That's awesome. Bethesda's already made their money back from giving me that key, which is great. You know? All right. Anyway, let's see. What are we doing today? We're playing Phasmo today. Also, we're on level 2 of that hype train. Thank you so much, y'all. Also, the streaks are rolling in. Viego, thank you so much for the 3-month resub. Oh, have I seen Infinity War? I have, but it was a while ago. I don't remember a lot of the specifics. I remember the ending. And Sniper Buff, thank you so much for the brand new tier 1 sub. Good lord, y'all, so many new subs today already. Ellery says it was stolen. I found the empty package torn apart in your apartment parking lot. Oh, that sucks. That sucks. So, like, what did they do? Did they... Also, Mel, thank you for the 100 bits. And Taco Goddess, welcome in. How you doing? And Mini Gamer, thank you for gifting 5 subs to the community. Good lord. Yeah, what did they do, Ellery? Did they just, like, dump it outside your mailbox or something? Like, leave it on the floor? Let's see. Just prestige for the first time. Nice, Disciple. Oh, I know, Lenny. Yeah, that's the one downside of this being my job is sometimes you gotta do it when you don't feel good. Let's see. Sabotage, thank you for the 3-month resub. Just finished your second final exam. Excited to watch the stream. Oh, I hope the exam went well. Whoop, whoop. Let's see. Also, Riley, welcome in, and Soki, welcome in. A lot of new people today. Man, maybe I should stream on Thursdays more often. Is there any way to turn off closed captioning? Yeah, so if you mouse over the player down at the bottom, like where like the clip button is, then there's a gear, and right next to the gear there should be a closed caption button, and you can click that to turn it off. But holy crap, welcome in everybody. JP, how you doing? Feel like the ghost in the game needs to be a tad more scary. Well, hey, that is gonna happen eventually whenever they do the Horror 2.0 update, but I think that's supposed to come next year sometime. Ariana, welcome in. How you doing? Axeline, what is up? Also, Zen, is that Zenon? Zenon stay? Welcome in, how you doing? Hi, I can read. That's a lie, I'm terrible at reading. That's the hardest thing about streaming is trying to like read usernames sometimes.
Let's go hype train. Let's get that.
Kit, thank you so much for the 100 bits. Forever sad that it doesn't pronounce emote names. Do I have any tips for Apocalypse? I'm actually gonna be getting an Apocalypse video out in a couple of weeks, I hope. Miss Rio, thank you for the 100 bits. Also, I am a little behind on chat. Remember when it used to take me like 45 minutes to get to the bottom of chat? Also, Letitia coming on in with a raid. Welcome in, everybody. Holy crap, we are just starting our stream here. Also, Lyron, welcome in. How you doing? Welcome to the stream. Also, Egwin, thank you for the 200 bits. Also, I saw we had a ton of sub streaks today. Thank you so much, everybody, with those streaks. Mandy, welcome in. Hello. Let's see. Gesticulating. Cephalopod, welcome in. How you doing? Letitia, what's up? Oh, you're playing Blueprints today. Holy crap, I love that game. What day are you on? I'm trying to figure out how to ask progress questions without spoilers. Rock Dude, thank you for the 100 bits. And Toot, thank you for the 100 bits. I've rolled credits on that game, but there's still so much to do that I need to work on, but I love that game so much. But hey, if anybody from Epstein doesn't know Letitia, go check her out, drop her a follow. We met originally way back in the day through Fallout, and she actually is a voice actress, and she has a couple of voice acting roles in the Fallout London mod, which is really cool, which I still haven't played. I'll get to it someday. But I will say, with the Oblivion remaster, like my brain immediately started getting pulled back in Fallout direction. I think a replay is coming eventually. Let's see. Bub says, got so lucky with your Apocalypse trophy. 3 challenges were
picked. The goose is gritty.
Jensen, thank you so much for the 100 bits. Oh man, that's awesome, Bub. Congrats on that. But yeah, so how many days into the game are you? And I think that's about the only progress related question I can ask without spoilers. Lucky says Blueprints is my current obsession right now. I just got to the credits last night, but now I'm trying to do everything else. There's so much. I'm like 30 something hours into the game. Rosie, welcome in. But yeah, my as far as Apocalypse tips go, tier 3 Paramic is your best friend. That's about all I can say off the dome right now. But eventually I'm gonna hopefully get an Apocalypse 3 video out. I'm planning to do that before I do my next Prestige in Phasmophobia. Just ended 5-day. Oh, you were so early. I have 2 tips for you for Blueprints, and they are general tips. You may have figured this out already, which is screenshot every note you find, and also keep a notebook. Because this is one of those games. See, am I winning? Not yet. We haven't started the game up yet. But Egwin, thank you for the 3-stream streak. Also, let me see how many of these streaks I can find. Zafira with the 5-stream streak. We have Kit with the 15-stream streak. Taco Goddess with the 5-stream streak. Suki with the 3-stream streak. Miradel with a 40-stream streak. Primasword with a 10-stream streak. Lixie with a 3-stream streak. And that might be all the streaks. I think that's all the streaks. Okay, scrolling back up. Also, thank you so much for that hype train, y'all. But yeah, if anybody from Letitia's stream doesn't know me, I'm DontFightDucks. I mostly play Phasmophobia over here, but I've been dipping into some other games recently. We tried out the Oblivion remaster, which is really great, and yesterday I tried the new Doom game, The Dark Ages, which is amazing. 5 day was barely a day. Placed like 7 rooms, just got so unlucky. Hey, it goes that way sometimes. There was one day that I barely got above like rank 3 because I got dead-ended so quickly. Didn't have any dice to re-roll. Just a bad draw. Mr. Stream, oh, Egwin, I'm sorry. Oh, the nice thing about streaks, though, is you can rebuild them. Also, Lyron!
Your videos have helped me so much for helping identifying ghosts in no evidence.
Oh, the neighbor spawn grass.
I thank you so much.
Lyron, thank you for the 245 bits. I'm glad the videos help you out. What's the scariest game I've ever played? Man, I mean... Probably the most scared I've ever been while playing a game was the first time I played Silent Hill. But also, Bakehouse, welcome back. How you doing? Yeah, probably the first time playing Silent Hill was the most scared I've ever been playing a video game. Which is really funny because now it's like kind of one of my comfort horror games. Also, Starnak, thank you so much for the hydrate. Outlast. I haven't played Outlast yet. I was going to stream it, but then I found out it was really, really, really gory, and I was like, I don't know about that. I don't know about that. I have an email. Oh, yeah. Hang on, let me, I gotta check this email real quick. Normally I would wait until after the stream, but this is, potentially about a meeting I have tomorrow. Cool. All right, okay. I'll get to that later. All right, AC, welcome in. How you doing? Alien Isolation. Alien Isolation, honestly, I found that more stressful than scary. Also, who's that? Rory, thank you so much for the brand new tier 1 sub. Holy crap, thank you so much. Oh, I don't think if I finished my sentence, but hey, Letitia, if you're still here, if you got to go to any post-stream self-care, definitely make sure you're taking care of that. Same goes for anybody who came in with Letitia's raid. You know, definitely make sure you're doing what you need to do. Hydrate, get up, stretch, get away from the computer, whatever. But for anybody sticking around, I hope you enjoyed the stream. Yeah, new Madrina's flavor. Oh, crap, I forgot to say anything about that. But Madrina's just dropped a brand new flavor today, which is called Rocket Pop, based on the, you know, the red, white, and blue popsicles. And I like those popsicles, so I'm very excited to try that flavor. Heck, I might go ahead and order a tub of that. Normally I wait till I get my partner order in, but I might just buy that with my own money. See, just got the email for it. Yeah, I see that I got that too. But yeah, they just dropped that today. And hey, remember y'all, if you're interested in trying anything from Madrina's, you can use my code there, save 20% off on your drink order. They got whole bean coffee, they got charge refreshers, they got cold brew coffee, they got boba tea, and the worldwide shipping prices are pretty cheap. They ship nearly anywhere in the world. Only places I think they don't ship are Ukraine and Russia. And also they've had kind of customs issues when trying to ship to Mexico. Chevy, thank you so much for, 3 months in advance with a tier 1, brand new. Thank you so much for that. Also, JC, thank you for the, what is that, 5-stream streak? Let's see, Rocket Pops are yellow, orange, and red here. That is wild. What are the flavors? Probably lemon, orange, and cherry? Yeah, here I think it's raspberry, blue raspberry, and I don't know what the white one is. But I do love Rocket Pops. Let's see, just tried the Tropical Kraken Surge, nice. Yeah, I'm drinking the Blackberry Dragon Fruit today. Taste anything like Baja Blast. It's supposed to be a Baja Blast dupe, but having drank a lot of Baja Blast, the flavors are sort of in the same ballpark, but there is a lot more of a lime flavor with the Tropical Kraken Surge, in my opinion. Also, Is that Aaron? Thank you so much for the brand new Madrina's purchase. Favorite flavor of Liquid IV is the Rocket Pops. Nice. Yeah, one of the previous drinks I was with, they had a Rocket Pop flavor, which I really liked. Was binging all the weekly YouTube videos. Really like the ad you do for Madrina's. I stopped doing those. I need to get back to that because I think a lot of sales were coming from YouTube. But the reason I stopped doing those is because I started like batching the videos weeks in advance, and I thought, well, I don't know. I don't know about sticking ad reads in there when I don't know when these are going to go up. Because that way, you know, if I need to like stick something like, oh, hey, new product, you know, that kind of thing. Maybe I should just do that in the Monday videos since I make those the night before. Rocket Pop flavors in North America are cherry for red, lime for yellow, and raspberry for blue. Yeah, I don't think I've had one with a yellow in it. All the ones I've had have been red, white, and blue. Eco, me too. It's hard to find the Baja Blast Zero around here, though, so that's why I was excited about the Tropical Kraken Surge. How did I like Doom the Dark Ages? You're 45 minutes into the game. It is amazing. There's so much cool stuff that I will not spoil for you since you're so early. Let's see. Heck says, finally moved out of my college dorm. Finally starting your summer break. Let's go. Got any summer plans? Allergic to strawberry, but could you recommend a flavor? Ooh, my favorite flavors are the blackberry dragon fruit, which I'm drinking right now. I love the lemonade. What's it called? The Georgia peach lemonade. The orange mango orange guava mango. I'm having a hard time. The peachy lychee is really good. There's a whole bunch that I like. If you're allergic to strawberry though, I would avoid the what's it called? Miami Vice. I think that has strawberry flavor in it. Skittles, how you doing? Oh, okay, I got you, Zubat. But anyway, we are doing some Phasmophobia today. I have barely played this week, as you can see. I think I might, if I still have it. Yeah, I'm gonna do, you know what? I'll try a Nightmare. But I might do some custom professionals today. Cruelty, thank you so much for the 2-month resub. Oh boy. Let's see. Taka says I have to check with my doctor before I buy stuff, but you want to try it? Yeah, definitely good to make sure. Because they do use all natural flavors, so anything that is strawberry flavored might have strawberry in it. Possibly, I don't know. Have the orange guava mango. Also trying it later. I hope you like it, Duke. It makes me long for just like an actual orange flavor though. Like, don't get me wrong, I like the orange guava mango. I don't know what guava tastes like, but I do like mango and I do like orange. But it's like, man, I just really want a regular orange flavor. All right, Rich, welcome in. How you doing? You got a headache? And you can just lay back and relax. Oh man, I hope your head feels better. I'm dealing with a bit of one today myself. Ooh, the cherry limeade's really good too. I have a can of that I haven't opened yet, or a tub of that I haven't opened yet, since I have so many other open tubs right now, but I'm going to get back to that one eventually. Have trouble with ghosts that have varying speeds outside of line of sight. Any tips? This website right here, boop. It's called the Phasmophobia cheat sheet, but it's really just like a consolidation of information. You can actually play the audio of the ghosts walking to hear how fast they are, which is how I learned a lot of the ghost speeds and stuff like that. Why is your train? You're a hype train conductor. If you contributed to a hype train, you'll get that badge there. I think, I forget which one's which. There's a purple one and a gold one. One is previous conductor and one was conductor of the most recent hype train. Is Nightmare way more difficult than professional or not so much? So the deal with Nightmare is it's 2 evidence. So that does mean that you do have to know all the ghost secondary traits and behaviors and stuff to figure out what it is. Whereas in professional and below, you just collect the 3 evidence and you're good to go. You know what the ghost is. But yeah, as far as Madrina's goes, by the way, here's another Madrina's link if anybody's interested. They do use all natural ingredients, so natural sweetener. They use a little bit of sugar with some stevia and something else. It's all natural flavors, all natural colors, just all natural. Nothing artificial in it, which is great. And that's one of the things that drew me to them as a company. Because I was looking for something that wasn't going to make me feel, you know? Because prior to Madrinas, I was drinking a bunch of Monster, and that was making me feel awful. Let's see. But anyway, y'all, let me get the ghost guessing going. I almost forgot about that. Got caught in just chatting mode. Where's the guessing button? Auto guess. Yeah, right there. Hang on. Push that. Push that. Okay. Speaking of Madrinas, there's a banner right there. But for anybody new here, we do a game called Ghost Guessing. Kit, thank you for the 100 bits.
Are we going again?
Look, there's
Steam
a one
locomotive emoji.
Thank you for the bits. I will say there's a 1 hour cooldown on hype trains. Gotta wait a bit. But yeah, for anybody new here, we do a game called Ghost Guessing, where basically you do exclamation mark guess, followed by the name of the ghost you think I'm gonna get in the next round. If you are correct, you get a point on the leaderboard. The first to 10 points gets a special Discord role or something. You get to be the ghost guessing champion and dethrone Rin. Let's see. Actually, yeah, how are the rankings doing? Oh, we got Ray with 8, Notorious with 7, Z with 7, Kamichi with 7, and Wiley with 6, and then some more people with 6. All right, all right. I think Ray was really close to winning the last season, too. Also, who's in the soup? Bitch. Bitch, congratulations on soup, unless somebody steals it. Oh, that gritty goose is going for it. But while you do that, let's see, I think I set it on... Yeah, we're doing custom nightmares. Where are we going? Let's do a nice Willow warm-up. Well, you finish that, I'm just gonna get in here. Alright, who are we looking for? Let me get the music off, too. We're looking for Robert Johnson. 30 more seconds on ghost guessing, by the way, y'all. Get your guesses in if you haven't already. Oh, I still have the Community Day truck. Okay, that's fine. Only maybe problem is I have the tier 2 incense instead of the tier 1. How much caffeine is in their charge refreshers? Usually between 180 and 190 milligrams per serving. Each one is a little bit different as far as ingredients goes, and like caffeine levels and sugar levels and stuff like that. So I definitely would recommend, if you're concerned about that kind of thing, to check the actual individual flavor ingredients. But I will say, I did mention that there is sugar in the charge refreshers because they don't use artificial sweetener. Hey, Cookie Lady, welcome in. How you doing? But I should say it's a very small amount of sugar. It's like usually 4 to 5 grams of sugar per serving. But Cookie Lady, welcome in. How you doing? Thank you for the raid. How was your stream? What were you up to today? Let me drop a shout out. There we go. There's a shout out button. Oh, also doing some Phasmophobia. Nice. How was your Phasmo stream? What were you up to today? In Phasmo. I think the neighbor's still mowing grass. Oh boy. Kevlar Princess, welcome in. How you doing? We are just starting our stream here. If anybody from Cookies Raid doesn't know me, I'm DontFightDucks. I play a lot of Phasmophobia over here. Sometimes other games too. Usually other games, not Phasmophobia once a week, but mostly Phasmo on the schedule. I also do a lot of like educational content over on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, that kind of stuff for Phasmo. Let's see, what's good? You're learning from your friend Captain Rage to play. Oh, that's awesome. So you're new to the game? How long have you been playing for? Also, if you want to tell me anything else about your stream, feel free. Like what other kinds of games you like to play, any other information you feel like sharing. Let's see, Mocha says, oh, you see my TikTok videos. Nice. Also, welcome in, Mocha. Fairly new, that's awesome. It's a really great game. I've been playing this since it came out in 2020. I have like over 1,400 hours in the game, so there's a lot to be derived from this game. And the funny thing is, like, I know people with more hours than that. Let's see, like doing half scoops. Plus it makes it last longer. Yeah, honestly, you could do that if you don't want to drink a whole shaker. They tell you how many grams are on the back if you just want to measure it out. Honestly, I like using my food scale for that. Let's see, Leeds, welcome in. How you doing? Play DBD story-driven games. Also do productivity stuff on Fridays. That's awesome. But yeah, we are just starting here. Why does the game sound more quiet to me? Audio? I think I turned it down just a little bit the other day for some reason. But mostly I do solos over here. I usually play on custom nightmares, but I'm starting with one of those right now, but I'm not feeling so great, so I might switch it down to professional. Let's see. Lucky says, I feel like your neighbor waits, evilly chuckling, for you to stream. Well, to be fair, I wasn't supposed to stream today. Normally I don't stream on Thursdays, but we're doing a makeup stream today, since I had to cancel a few. Awesome, Molly! Thank you so much for the 15 stream streak. And, Bells, welcome in. Or, I'm sorry, Belize? Welcome in. How you doing? Studying right now for a big physics test on Monday. If you fail that, you have to restart the whole course. Oh my god, good luck. No pressure. Laura says, I'm pretty new, but you helped me understand the ghost secondary abilities. Now you're level 31. Still no Dio. I will say, if you're Prestige 0 under level 30, Dio doesn't show up, I think, until level 30. So give it a few more. Maybe it'll pop up. And Jetto, thank you for the 15 stream streak. Let's see. Gonna lurk. Have to feed the doggos. Yeah, thank you so much for the raid again. I really appreciate it. Definitely make sure to go do your self-care. Post-stream self-care, I mean. Same goes for anybody else who came in with Cookies raid. If you've been watching Twitch for a while, make sure you're getting some hydration, you know, stretching, getting snacks, using the bathroom, whatever you need to do. But for anybody sticking around from the raid, I hope you enjoy the stream. If you have any questions about Phasmophobia, feel free to ask. Like I said, I am an educational Phasmophobia streamer, so I love answering questions about gameplay mechanics and ghosts and, you know, basically any question you might have about Phasmophobia, I will be happy to answer. Let's see. Steambun, how you doing? I'm doing good. All right. So anyway, we have Robert Johnson. We need to repel the ghost with incense. We need parabolic microphone and a ghost photo. I can do that. So I'm going to go and grab my lighter over here. I'm going to grab a flashlight, EMF, and a camera. Let's see. Prestige 2. Nice. Reckless, thank you for the 3 stream streak. And Graham, how you doing? Level 30 is Diogen time, basically, yeah. Even then, it might take a while for one to show up. Oh, come on. The game knows I'm not feeling good. It's like, here, have a tarot deck. Thanks, Phasmo. All right, well, anyway, it doesn't look like we have any hiding in the garage, so I'm going to head down to the basement. See, making chocolate chip cookies? Oh, man, Lucy, that sounds good. I want cookies. Yeah, the tarot cards. What do we need to do anyway? We need repel, parabolic, and ghost photo. Okay. I don't like that. I don't like the tarot deck with that objective combination, but we'll see where we get. See, Dio's easy. Love getting a Dio, yeah, as long as you don't get surprise hunted and cornered. Wish you could send some through the screen, same. Back in the day when we all still had, like, CD drives in our computers, we'd joke about putting stuff in the CD drive. You know, like, put a cookie in the CD drive to send it. Let's see. Yep, once you hit Prestige 1, there are no, like, level restrictions on ghosts or anything. Goofball says, I want to get some Madrinas, but at the same time, I have a circle bottle, but you have $30, so you can get some Madrinas, but you don't know if you want to get Madrinas because you might not like it. Well, I will say, I should have this sponsorship for a while, so there's no rush. You know, if you want to wait on it, think about it. Let's see. How can you recognize a Diogen? So the Diogen's evidence is usually, what is it, Spirit Box, Dodge Projector, and Ghostwriting. So if you're playing in less than 2 evidence, the Diogen is always going to have the Spirit Box. So it'll either be Dots Projector or Spirit Box, or it will be Ghostwriting in Spirit Box. But when the Diogen is hunting, it always knows where you are. It will run, like, you know, say that I'm at the front of the house and the Diogen's back here and it starts hunting from right here. It'll know that I'm there as soon as the hunt starts, and it'll run at crazy speeds to get to me. But as soon as it gets close to you, it does slow down. Like, slow to the point that you can just walk away from it. So, when it does come to the Diogen... Oh, hey, there's the bone. Jawbone in the bathroom. When it does come to escaping a Diogen during a hunt, you want somewhere like this kitchen counter that you can just loop it. Just like just slowly walk away from it in a circle. How does Prestige work? Basically, once you hit level 100 in Phasmophobia, you have the option to Prestige. It erases your money, your level, your your item unlocks, and any items that you own. And then it gives you a special nameplate badge for whatever prestige level you go up to. And it gives you an extra loadout slot. So basically then you just start leveling up all over again. The things that you do get to keep, though, you keep your unlocked difficulties, your unlocked maps, anything in your trophy cases. All right, well, this ghost is super duper quiet, but it did just turn the power off. We got an EMF 2 on the breaker over here. Yeah, get a picture. So we know it's not a gen. The gen will never turn the power off on us. Unless it turns on one too many light switches, then it will blow the breaker. Dio enrichment time. Yeah, you gotta walk your Dios. Dio walkies are mandatory. Honestly, yeah, even if I don't need to make the ghost hunt for any reason, and I have a Diogen, I'll just make it hunt. Alright, yeah, it's kind of feeling a little shady. Okay, at this point, since nothing is... it's in the living room. I was about to say, at this point, since I haven't heard any activity whatsoever... Okay, it threw the TV remote. That's all it's done, I think. And it turned that light off. Is that an actual light switch touch? That is not. That is the fake ghost event. Or the glitched ghost event. Yeah, here's the epicenter of where it happened. But yeah, there's a glitched ghost event in the game right now, which will turn the light off like a normal ghost event, but the ghost never manifests. But you gotta be careful about trying to take a picture of a light switch after it turns off. Just in case it's that glitched ghost event. So that's why I took my EMF meter over there to check. Since there was no EMF coming off of it, that means the ghost didn't actually flip the switch off. Let's see, best tip for knowing the difference from an event and a hunt. Oh, I do have a, if you look in my YouTube Shorts folder, if I can find it. It's on Instagram and TikTok as well, but those sites are a lot harder to search. If you look on my, main YouTube channel Shorts folder, I do have a video about the difference between events and hunts. But the short version is that during a hunt, there's a grace period where you can hear the ghost vocalizing, but you cannot see it. Then once the grace period ends, the ghost will appear, start walking towards you, blinking, and yeah, that's a hunt. When it comes to ghost events, though, the light will always turn off as soon as the event ends. Sometimes you will immediately see the ghost. If the ghost is walking towards you, it will be solid and not blinking. Yeah, the only reason I found out about that was because I think there's a page on the wiki about it. There is a glitch that, yeah, if you have a dots evidence ghost, it can start hunting while it is in the dot state, which causes it to be invisible and not make any footstep sounds while it's hunting. And it really sucks. And it's been in the game for a long time. What was that? I heard an EMF in here. It's been in the game for a long time, and they have tried to fix it before, but their fix did not work, unfortunately. Let's see. Had 2 stinky Andro yesterday. Refused to give Spirit Box both rounds? Oh, man. Yeah, glad you got the Firelight test to work. Okay, so anyway, what are we doing now? We got a ghostwriting book. Oh. Apparently I still have this here. Okay. Yeah, honestly, the cool thing, though, about the dots hunt bug is if you do have a dots projector and the ghost walks through it while it's hunting, you can see the ghost. You can see it in dot state. Because one time I had a Diogen do the dots hunt bug on me. Oh, come on. Where's my... God dang it. The one time. The one time I didn't have my camera on the up button. Let's see. Faye, how you doing? Still terrified to play solo? That's fair. It's pretty spooky when you first start playing. Okay. All right. Let's grab a dots projector thingy and a video camera. Not a shade, could still be a shade. Shades, the only time shades have a really hard time eventing is when you're close to 100% sanity. So, could be a shade. That didn't rule anything out. Oh, I would love it if it was a Dio. That would be amazing. All right, turn this on. Since the ghost turned the light off. Oh, yeah. So that was a ghost event that just happened. You could see how the light turned off when it started. And then the ghost appeared and was walking towards me in... I call that spectral form. I don't think there's an official name for it. But when a ghost is hunting, it's always going to be in full form, and it's always going to be blinking while it's moving around. Okay, no ghost riding yet. Yeah, the Bodhi camcorder. I think the tier 2 is also Parasonic. Dots bug Dio is like and a level 1 projector means you're just gonna have it constantly discoing in your direction. Yeah. The one time that I did survive the Dio dots hunt, it was on Ridgeview, and I had a dots projector in the dining room, and I was able to grab it, stick it on the table, and just loop it around. I did have a clip of it, but unfortunately that was from the webcam days, and I did delete all of the old webcam clips. Because even though I made it where nobody could search them unless it was a featured clip, apparently channels that still use clip shoutouts, the clip shoutouts can pull from old clips even if they're not public. So it was always really awkward raiding into a stream that had clip shoutouts, and it would like pull up old webcam clips when most people only know me as a VTuber. So I just deleted them all. This is why we can't have nice things. See, tarot card time? Not yet, not yet. We don't even have evidence yet. Stepson was beaming because you liked his Sonic drawing. Aw. I feel a lot better than that day. I am feeling a lot better than that day that he drew me that picture. Thank you. Okay. Cause yeah, that was a rough day. What am I doing? I don't have any evidence so far. I think it's just gonna be one of those days. Okay, so what do we have? Oh my god, I have 2 spirit boxes. Why do I have 2 spirit boxes? I'm gonna grab some salt in the spirit box. We're gonna use the salt to look for ultraviolet since this ghost isn't really touching much. No evidence, only gambling? I mean... Was that an actual light switch touch? Hang on. No, that was the... Oh. Metrovirus, thank you so much for the 22-month resub. That was the bugged ghost event again.
It's been a while. Hope you have been doing just as amazing as you are, my friend.
Ah, thank you.
So glad to see how much your stream has flourished. You deserve every bit of it.
Metro, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Yeah, it's been wild. Ever since the Instagram blow up, I call it. Yeah, the ghost isn't really ghosting. I mean, it is ghosting, just not in the ways we want. Okay. Are you here? Are you near? Are you far? Okay, okay. We actually got some steps now. Oh, we do have ultraviolet. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Okay. That is weird. It's like the footsteps are reversed. We do have ultraviolet, and I'm going to keep this pattern in mind because it does look like a couple of footprints are missing. Oh, we got another. Okay, just one right there. Turn that off. Are you here? Are you near? Are you far? Are you young? Are you old? Are you friendly? Where are you? Are you here? Are you near? Where are you? Do you like me? Are you stinky? This ghost is stinky. It doesn't want to answer that question. But yeah, we have ultraviolet, and that's it. So let me look for orbs again. Is Goryo an option? Goryo is an option. Goryo is an option. Goryo is an option. So immediately I'm thinking it's a Goryo. Because Goryo has forced dots as evidence, but you can only see the dots if you're looking at it through a video camera and nobody is in the room with it. So let me check temperature one more time. Okay, yeah, it's either got to be dots or EMF 5 that we're looking for. First pile of salt. Well, the first pile of salt, I don't think it really stepped through the first pile of salt. The ghost does actually have to keep walking through the pile if it's going to leave ultraviolet. All right, staring at a video camera. Oh, just turn the TV on. All right, I'm gonna run in there real quick and check that TV remote with an ultraviolet. Oh, I just smacked my camera over. What the heck? That's so rude. What butthole? Okay, just one big fingerprint on that. Wait, that still has the intro. Oh, hello. Yeah, ghost pick, not a phantom. All right, not a phantom because he would have vanished when I took that picture. But he's in the picture right there, and it's all blurry like a ghost picture normally is. When you get a phantom picture, there's no ghost, and it is crystal clear. Let's see. Silent, thank you so much for the hydrate. Yeah, Gorios, for whatever reason, they do not like to do dots. And another weird thing that I've heard about the Goryo. Somebody a long time, I have not been able to source this information. Somebody a long time told me that the Goryos do more events than other ghosts. And I thought, no, that can't be a thing. But then one day, I was doing a no evidence investigation. And I had a ghost that was eventing a lot. And it wasn't giving me, you know, like, I couldn't figure out what it was. And I just went with Goryo on a hunch. And it was a Goryo. So I don't know if that's confirmation bias. I don't know if that's true. Don't rely on that information. But this ghost has been eventing a lot. Yeah, I always think that I don't mind Goryo until I get one. And then it's the worst. Let's see, let me go ahead and... You know, I think this is probably the best angle for this camera here. He does really want to watch TV. Unfortunately, these people did not pay their cable bill. Let's see. They don't do dots because that's the only way to confirm. So, I've heard that the dot state is somehow tied to the ghost roam action. Oh, pfft, look at that. It's Goryo. It's got to be a Goryo. It's got to be a Goryo because the only other thing it could be is a Banshee. And we're gonna do a Banshee test just to make sure. The camera rotates? It does. The tier 2 and tier 3 tripod, you can rotate from the monitor. So, to find out if you have a Banshee, you can set up motion sensors like this. And then you can hang out away from the ghost room and see if the ghost will walk to you. Because, on top of that, too, the Goryo doesn't roam. It can't long roam. It can short roam, but it can't long roam. What evidence do I have? I have Ultraviolet and Dots. We're down to Banshee and Goryo, but I'm pretty darn sure it's a Goryo. Okay, and we're also going to grab the Tier 2 Paramic, which we do need anyway for our objective here. Sanity's looking good at 80%. Is the Tier 3 tripod that much better than the 2? The main difference between the tier 2 and tier 3 tripod is that it's a lot harder for the ghost to knock the tier 3 over. Do you mind? Let's see. Rubus, thank you so much for the brand new Prime sub. Thank you so much for using that on me. Favorite ghost? Mimic. Alright, so. Okay, I've got a whisper. There's our Paramic sound. I do need this door open so I can... Actually, can I even see this? Yeah, I guess I can see it. Okay. So we're going to hang out over here, and we're going to aim our Paramic over there, and we're going to watch to see if the ghost walks to me through the motion sensors. A Goryo shouldn't be able to get over here because it can't long roam. Let's see. Bobby, thank you so much for the lurk. And Blizzes, thank you for the pant check. My pants are fine. I am unfazed by this ghost. Snake says, been watching so many Phasma reels, and one made you raffle. Guy said grass in Sunny Meadows was green. Yeah. So, I'm going to explain the origin of that meme. So, there are, I'm trying to figure out how to phrase this. There are cheaters in Phasmophobia that use third-party software to modify the game client to tell them exactly what the ghost is as soon as they get out of the truck. They can actually see the ghost in the house, like an outline of it, and above its head it says what the ghost name is. And unfortunately that has led to cheaters basically messing with new players in public lobbies by like saying stuff like that, like, oh, it's a Banshee, the grass is a little too green or whatever. Or like, oh, it's, look at that light's a little brighter outside the house. It's definitely a yokai. And then the new players are like, what? No. And they're like, no, seriously, dude, get in the truck. And then they all get in the truck. Airball. And then they all get in the truck and they go back to the lobby, and it's the ghost that the cheaters said it was, because of course it is, because they know exactly what the ghost is without investigating. Yeah, so unfortunately that has caused a lot of, like, there's been a lot of, like, memes about that. About players who are so good at the game that they just instantly know what the ghost is. And the only reason I'm, like, telling you this is because it does, I feel like those memes do... I feel like they've sort of created like a toxic environment in like public lobbies where like people don't want to play Phasmo anymore because these types of players have ruined the game for them, you know? Which leads to like, oh, there's too many sweats and Phasmophobia type comments and stuff like that. The bent tree, I'm not familiar with that one, Sniper. Let's see, mystery machine skin for the truck. Yeah, they, the developers aren't 100% opposed to not memes, mods. But they are pretty adamant that they have no plans to add mods to the games. They don't really want mod support right now. But they have acknowledged that a ton of people have requested it. They're aware of the requests, so shrug. I don't know. Maybe we'll see something in the future. Let's see. Fruit, how you doing? Yeah, why would you even cheat at Phasmo? Like, the whole point of the game is, like, investigating. If you instantly know what the ghost is, it's like, well, where's the fun in that? But I think some people just like to see the number go up, you know, the XP number. Autumn, welcome in. How you doing? Oh, no, you fell for one of those TikToks. I'm sorry. But yeah, and the reason that I'm sharing this is not so people are like, wow, I can cheat at Phasmo, you know? It's basically so if you do see somebody trying to pull that nonsense on you, like, you can call it out. You can be like, hey, you're a cheater. Stop cheating and report them. Because you can report people. All right, this is a Goryo. I've gotten a bunch of parabolic microphone sounds. And on top of that too, it has not walked to me once while I was standing over there. So this has to be a Goryo, not a Banshee. Let's see, 12 p.m. on a Thursday and raining. Must be a Banshee. It's actually 4:37 p.m. on a Thursday. But anyway, Valor says, my friend was cheating and didn't tell me. It was sad to find out. And he told us using that type of meme. He said, look how that book landed. That means it's a... Yeah, see, like, I know a bunch of people who've told me that they found out that their friends were cheating. Let's see. Yeah, the fun part of Phaz is the case. Yeah, it makes no sense to me. Like, don't get me wrong. I do think there are some interesting things that you can maybe learn by watching The Ghost, but, you know, it's like, that's not the way that the game was meant to be played, so I don't do it. Yeah. You do run into that a lot in public lobbies, unfortunately. An abandoned drive-in, ooh, that'd be cool. A lot of people think they were getting a diner for the next map, based on the newspaper in Bleasdale. There's like an ad for some kind of diner in Arizona. See, people cheat in games like Fall Guys. If there's a way to cheat in a game, people will do it. Some people do it just to ruin everyone else's fun, and that absolutely sucks. All right, I'm doing 2 stacks here. Telling myself that in case I forget. Comedian, hello, how you doing? Snow Mist, what's up? Banshee mimicking a mimic. Mimicking a dog? I don't think that's in the game yet. Also, our sanity is really low. Our sanity's really low from all those events that it's been doing on me. So we do need to repel it while it's chasing me. And we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 more pictures. Lucky says, at least with competitive games, there's like financial incentive to lie or cheat. With games like Fads, there's no real incentive. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, some people just want to like get their level up to Prestige 20 just to brag about it. But it's like, there's so many ways to cheese that unless there's like solid evidence that you actually like worked for real to get that, I don't know. I don't see it as that big of a deal. But anyway. Do need to let this ghost hunt. In the meantime, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But yeah, well, I do have like a pretty strict thing on my Discord about like no talking about game mods or anything like that. I will acknowledge their existence. Just like I said, I think it is important for people to know that that's out there, just so they can spot people using it. Funniest haunt I've ever experienced? I don't know. Let me see if I have hiding in here first. Nope. Probably there was one time that I was in Tanglewood and I went inside and it was very early in the investigation and the ghost started hunting right away. So I knew it was a demon because there was no way that I'd lost any sanity yet. But I thought, oh my God, I gotta hide. So I was in the kitchen and I sprinted downstairs into the basement hoping that the hiding spot would be down there. And it ended up the ghost was in the basement. So I just ran right into the ghost arms. See, Soren says, I love this game, it's very funny. I played Phasmo for 30 hours in 5 days, but I don't play in public lobbies. I've never played in public lobbies myself. I've heard of people having good experiences in publics. I've heard of people having bad experiences. I wager it's just like any other game. But one trend that has kind of disturbed me is that people in public lobbies will like kick people out for just the tiniest things, like if your level's too low or, you know, or like you can't provide equipment. Like, they'll just kick you out, and I think that sucks. Can you rule out UV if there are no salt footprints? I would let the ghost walk through a couple of pile of salts just to check. For example, what am I doing? I need to stand in the dark. For example, the first pile of salt that the ghost walked through, it didn't leave any footprints just because it didn't go far enough. But yeah, mods are totally cool in games that allow it. But in Phasmophobia, pretty much the only thing there is as far as that goes. One, the game developers discourage using mods, and two, the only mods I know of are for cheating. Digitalize, how you doing? Oh, that's why I did make hyphen up. Let's see. But Z, hello. Blue Moon, what's up? Uh-oh. Oh, I forgot I had crucifixes in there. Right? I do have crucifixes in there. Okay, let me get these out of here. I'm just going to... what ghosts are short roamers? Basically only the Goryo. The Banshee can also technically only do a short roam, but... the Banshee can go pretty far if it decides to roam to its target. See, Rick, welcome in. How you doing? Had the same thing today. A guy asked me if I played football, and when I told him no, he kicked you out of the lobby? That is so bananas. People are so weird. I'm just gonna assume it's like weird kids. Saw one footprint? Oh, okay, I must have missed it then, Steam. But yeah, I do feel like, it's really easy to miss sometimes. I have a lighter, right? Yeah. It's really easy to miss, footprints in the... Buddy? Oh, there you go. Okay. It's really easy to miss footprints in the salt sometimes. So usually I let the ghost walk through a couple of different piles before I decide or not. Oh, crap. We sure this isn't a phantom? Yeesh. Full of dash, how you doing? Okay, well, that was short. Annie Bells, how you doing? Let's see, day 2 of recovery and living off of ice cream. Oh man, I hope the ice cream's good at least. Do they have a timeline of when? Well, we don't even know if it's a diner map or not, Zafiro. People are just like speculating. But they have said that whatever the new map is, we don't know for sure yet what it is. It's supposed to be out this year. That's all we know. That is all we know. But we do know also that they're doing a rework of Grafton Farmhouse and a rework of Tanglewood this year. So by the end of the year, we should have 3 new maps. Well, 1 new map and 2 reworks. Okay, anyway, let me hit the button. Let me get back there. I should have all my stuff. Let's see. Gazette, how you doing? What are your best tips for looping the ghost? Stick close to the counter. And control your sprint. I do have a video about looping the ghost as well in my YouTube Shorts playlist. Once again, it's also on Instagram and TikTok, but it's a nightmare to search Instagram and TikTok. Oh boy. But anyway, yeah, we got a Goryo. Let me get the ghost guessing resolved there. I have a whole folder here, so I just have to push a button. Don't have to beg the mods to do it anymore. All right, there's the Goryo button. Who got it right? Let's see. Clutch guessed correctly. Only Clutch. Congratulations. Also, that one douche. Can I say that? I don't know. But hey, welcome in. How you doing? First time catching a stream. Your Instagram Reels made you want to play the game again. Now you're level 50. Hey, welcome in. That's awesome. All right. Hey, and we unlocked the tier 3 incense. I don't give a hoot about that. Kaylin says, single player refusing to get out of truck. Would it work? Yeah. Gotta get out of the truck. Also, holy moly, champion, thank you for the 1,000 bits.
How are you, ducks?
Holy moly. I'm good, thank you. But anyway, y'all, I do need to take an ad break now. I do one ad break an hour for anybody new here. It is a 3-minute ad break, but it gets sort of pre-roll for the next hour for anybody new coming in. While I do that, I'm going to get up, I'm going to refill my drinks, use the bathroom, all that fun stuff. I'm going to get some words on stream going for y'all, so, you know, you're not going to miss anything. But when we get back, we're going to do some more stuff in Phasmophobia. What? I don't know. We'll figure it out. Oh boy. But if you're subbed, you're going to see all the rounds of words. If you don't have a sub at the moment, don't worry, you're not missing too much. But if you do get caught in the ad break, I do really appreciate you sticking through it. It's a really great free way to support the channel. And, you know, the ad revenue really helps out. It is indeed bathroom time. Bathroom and drink time. But here come the ads. I'll see you in just a few minutes. BRB. And back. More emails. I swear. I keep unsubscribing from Green Man Gaming and they keep sending me emails. Unsubscribe. Proceed. Opt me out. Thank you. All right. The words finished right as the ad did. Nice. We get that turned off. Let me get back over here. All right, we're conking Koodles. I hope work's going okay. All right, y'all, welcome back, everybody. We are doing another round of ghost guessing here. All right, the music keeps playing. Let's see. Let me get that going. Let me get that going. Okay, ghost guessing is open for the next 2 minutes, as well as the drop game. Hey, if anybody's new here, we do a game called Ghost Guessing. You do exclamation mark guess followed by the name of the ghost you think it is. If you're right, you get your name on a leaderboard. If you're the first one to 10 points on the leaderboard, then you win the season. You get a special Discord role above everybody else that says Ghost Guessing Champion. But while y'all do that, let me check out the map screen. Where do I want to go now? We just did Willow Street. I think, you know, I want to go to Grafton. I don't know when the Grafton rework's coming out. I don't think it's going to come out with Chronicle. Just my gut feeling. But it is, you know, old Grafton is going away eventually, and I think I would like to play it a couple more times before it goes away. Also, 1 minute left to ghost guessing. Also, hey, Winter, thank you so much for the hydrate. Speaking of drinks, yeah, there's my Madrina's banner there. We were talking about it a little bit at the beginning of the stream, but if anybody doesn't know about Madrina's, they're one of my channel sponsors. I guess they're my only channel sponsor at the moment. But they sell a lot of great drinks over there. Charge refreshers, that's what they call their energy drinks. Whole bean coffee, cold brew coffee, boba tea, and they just dropped a new charge refresher flavor, Rocket Pop today. It's their summer limited edition flavor. Let's see. Oh, hey, nice Balor. So Grafton is getting a rework like Bleasdale did. So it's not leaving the game, but it will not exist in its current form whenever they drop the rework. Try and play Edgefield, or Edge and Ridge maps a bit. Seldom do want to try to roam Sunny Meadows. Yeah, if you have custom difficulty open, you can even set the game on Friendly Ghost and just walk around to your heart's content. Let's see. Sean, hello. How you doing? All right. Looks like the drop is over. Let me get the Madrina's banner off. Let me get the music off. Gonna go ahead and pop a... Oops. Wrong button. Madrina's link in there. Normally, I talk about the Madrina's while the drop is going, but I don't want to, like, pop the link in chat at that time, because it'll just go woo off the screen. Let's see. They do have they have a couple of blueberry flavors. They have a blueberry pomegranate flavor, which I just got a tub of, but I haven't tried yet. Let's see. I'm doing good today, Sean. Thank you. Worst ghost in the game? Probably the mayor. The Gorio's pretty stinky too, which we just had. Yo, Minnie.
This stream was the highlight of my day.
Hey, I'm glad I streamed on a Thursday then. Honestly, I like the idea of streaming on Thursdays, but sometimes I don't always feel up to it. We're looking for Corey Roswell. We need Firelight, Crucifix, and Sanity. Because usually Thursday mornings I go help my dad with stuff. Sometimes it's, you know, physically exhausting stuff. You know, whatever, like, weird, odd jobs he has for me to do. Or whatever he needs help with. Like today we were building shelves. And sometimes I feel pretty okay after that. Sometimes I'm just absolutely exhausted and don't feel like doing anything on Thursday night. Holden, thank you so much for the 3-month resub. Hey Karina, no worries. Just graduated cosmetology school. Yo, congratulations. That's amazing. Let's see. We don't have the power on yet, so I know I did just see my breath, but we're seeing our breath everywhere because... Hey, thank you for the Madrina's purchase. Harry, I think. I think that says Harry. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate it. Unfortunately, I don't have any kind of like... I don't have a convenient alert feed for that, and I have to like squint at whatever the pop-up says on the OBS preview. But thank you so much for buying some Madrinas with my code. Oh yeah, that's the other thing about Madrinas. If you use code DontFightDucks over there, you do save 20% off on your drink order. Forgot the important part. And you can support the channel in the process. But anyway, Saw a funny picture of Phaz, picture of the piano, and the sticky note on the picture said, "It threw this at me." Oh god. Coming soon in Horror 2.0, ghosts throwing pianos at your head. Insta-kill. Also, just G-Money. Thank you so much for the 2-month resub. Boop. Yes, except for the licensed collector's boxes. My code won't discount those, but you can, if you're buying other stuff, my code will discount other stuff in the order. But if you're just buying a collector's box, you can still put my name in as your favorite streamer, and I should still get credit. That's what they told me anyway. Okay, we're looking for a ghost. We found our bone, we found our cursed possession. We're looking for a ghost. Looking for a cold room, looking for anything out of place. We're listening for the ghost throwing things. So far, it seems like it's been pretty quiet. Okay, we do have hiding up here in the lockers if we need it. Let's see, Twisted Sable, welcome in. How you doing? Watch my videos on YouTube, and I'm glad that I found your Twitch as well. Hope you're doing well. Hey, thank you so much, and thank you for checking the Twitch stream out. Hope you're having a good day as well. Currently just rolled into Grafton Farmhouse. Oh no, accidentally closed your Twitch app. I do that all the time on mobile. And even worse, like, I accidentally close my Twitch tabs a lot. Like, I'll be watching somebody and I go to do something and just, whoop, there goes the tab. Let's see. You should ask if we can... Honestly, I don't think Madrina's does creator shaker cups, but that would be funny. They do have a couple of creator flavors, but I think they're for people far larger than me. But if they did do a flavor for me, I'd be like, I want orange. Just give me orange. That's all I want. Let's see. Harry, welcome in. How you doing? Got the Kraken Surge Classic Vanilla and a shaker and the new Rocket Pop. Oh my god, I'm so excited to try the new Rocket Pop. Honestly, I need to try the Kraken Surge more. I've only had 2 shakers of it. I really like it so far. But I need to drink more of it. The problem is, I have so many open tubs of flavors right now because I just keep getting stuff from the partner shop. Once a month, I can do 3 free items in the partner shop. Hey, why did I throw my stuff down? Did I actually find the ghost? I don't think I found the ghost. I think I'm just on autopilot here. But yeah, I keep getting new flavors to try. And it's great, but now I just have all these open tubs and I have like so many flavors at my disposal. And it's getting really hard to decide what I want to drink before the stream. But today I did do the blackberry dragon fruit. I felt like I haven't had a shaker of this one in a while. Oh, a shoe. That's a weird doorstop. Sable says, struggling with this game, I need some tips. Love the Phasmo, but I'm a complete noob. Hey, I have a beginner's guide right here. It's 2 hours, but it's broken down into easy to digest chapters. It starts basically like the aim of the guide is to teach a completely new player how to basically complete an investigation in Phasmophobia and get all the evidence and survive. So it starts out with a amateur investigation with just tier 1 starter items, because that's what any new player is going to be starting with. Then after that, I do an intermediate investigation with a full truck of tier 1 items, and I explain what all the extra stuff do. And then after that, I do a professional investigation with a full truck of tier 2 items, where I explain how, like, some of the different functionality of the tier 2 stuff. But I also talk about, like, hiding spots, survival skills, and a few, like, sort of, like, stuff getting into semi-advanced type stuff. Euphoria, welcome in. How you doing? Watch so many of my videos. Nice to catch you on a stream. Hey, thank you so much for checking me out on Twitch. I appreciate that. Hope you're having a good day. What? No, I don't want that. Why did I grab a tripod? No, I'm trying to get the... Nope, okay. There we go. Okay. Just throwing our DSLR camera. Okay, I've conquered my inventory. Now it's time to get a ghost. Let's see. Fortunate thing about being a complete noob is that even the pros do hard... Hey, thank you so much for the Madrina's purchase. Vinny, thank you so much for that. I appreciate it. Anyway, even the pros do hard things very easily. We're complete noobs at one time. Yeah, there was a time where I was, like, scared to even do, like, the cleanse objectives or the escape objectives. I was terrified to do those. Hey, we got an orb. You know? There was a time where I even struggled to get the evidence So, like, I've been there. I have... That's not the ghost. Where you at? Over there? There we go. I thought I saw a ghost over there. Thank you. But anyway, that's a shadow form ghost event. You cannot see those unless you're shining a light on the ghost, which really sucks. Let's see. Can I hear the hydrates? I can. Did you just do one? Blizzes, thank you so much for the hydrate. I might have been a little distracted there. Let's see. Skylar, thank you so much for the brand new tier 1 sub. Holy crap. So many brand new subs today. That's amazing. Thank you, y'all. I think I need to stream on Thursdays more. All right, anyway, we had an orb in here. Oh, and it just wrote in my book. We got Ghost Orb, and we have Ghost Riding. It's either a Mare, a Revenant, or a Thea. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That's not good. Let me get some crucifixes down and check our sanity. Wolfie, how you doing? Yes, I can hear the hydrates today. I don't know why I couldn't hear them yesterday. Let's see. Would you combine flavors like Georgia peach and sour watermelon? See if combos work? I will say, if you are doing that, you do need to measure out half a serving of each, because you probably don't want... Like, if you did that, that'd be like 400 milligrams of caffeine if you did 1 scoop of each. And I don't think that's a good idea. Or close to 400, I should say. Okay, so we're grabbing our dots projectors here. Let's see, Doom was loud. Yeah, I might have just not have been able to hear the stuff over the game. The weird thing, though, is the volume... Okay, that's just rude. That's just rude. Turning the light off and I can't see anything. Ow. 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 Oh, buddy. Let's see, got the cherry limeade refresher and an iridescent shaker. Nice. I hope you enjoy the cherry limeade. Yeah, I need to pop open the can of that. I know I was just complaining that I have too many flavors to try, but I missed the cherry limeade and I missed the Georgia peach. Let's see, October, thank you for the 50 bits. Jensen says, think we're gonna get a couple of Madrinas. Need to get some stuff done. What flavor you doing? Oh, wait, why am I putting down dots projectors? I have my 2 evidence. It's either a Mare, a Revenant, or a Thea. Okay. So, for objectives, we need 25% sanity, crucifix, and firelight. Let me go ahead and get those in there. Does the Mare like lights or not like lights? The Mare hates lights being on. To the point where... Oh. It's a venting. It's a venting somewhere. I didn't hear the heartbeat, though, so it must have been in one of the other rooms. To the point where if you turn a light switch on around a Mare, it will walk out of the room. Like, if the light is on in the Mare's favorite room, it'll wander out of the room a lot more than usual. And it will wander around to dark rooms. See, Lurker, while you play some Palia, enjoy. Hey, I'm drinking the Palia Madrinas flavor today. Miss Marie, thank you so much for gifting 2 subs to the community. I really appreciate that. But Jazzerslaz, I hope you're doing well. Probably Tiger Brown Sugar if it has enough caffeine. I will say if you're looking for caffeine, I don't know if the boba teas are gonna do it for you. Because they are, you know, they're the low caffeine option if you're looking for something that's not as caffeinated. Optical, how you doing? So if you are looking for caffeine, I would go with the Irish cream. Brainwork? Here, let's get some incense because this ghost is going to be hunting pretty soon. We are right at, like 57% sanity. Let's see. Skylo says, I found you on YouTube a week ago and wanted to thank you because you made me so much better in the game. Hey, that's awesome. Thank you so much. I'm glad the videos helped. Every time you want to replay Battle Block. Every time you hear the secret song, that's funny. Penn says, the Mare holds that boundary really well. I can't control your behavior, but I will leave if it continues, yeah. Honestly, I don't think it's a Mare. Hello, Nauseum, coming on in with the raid. Welcome in, how you doing? see. I need to go stay in a dark room or something. But Nauseam, thank you so much. Let me get you a shout out there. What are you playing today? Ooh, Duck Detective! What are you? Unfortunately, I have tier 2 incense. Hang on, hold the phone. I'm being hunted by a ghost. Hey, how's Duck Detective? I think somebody bought me that for my birthday. I need to play it. How are you liking it? That's a Thea. That's a Thea because when the Revenant doesn't know where you are, it is really slow. And when it does see you, it speeds up really fast. But since I cleansed that ghost and I got to hiding, and it was still going really fast when it did not know where I was, it's a Thea. Because Theas have a variable speed based on their age, and they start out really young, really fast, and the more time you spend around them, the older they get. So this is still a relatively unaged Thea. Hunted me above 50%. Let's see, Nauseam says it was so much fun. There's another one coming out in a week. Ooh, what's the sequel called? Also, Luia, thank you so much for the 3-month resub. Holy crap, thank you so much for that, I appreciate it. But also, I have a question for you. If a ghost has UV and steps into salt, will there always leave evidence? Not always. There are some exceptions to why a ghost wouldn't leave ultraviolet from salt. So, if you don't see any footprints in the salt, and the ghost, like, you hear a bunch of footsteps of the ghost walking pretty far, it's pretty safe to say you're not going to get ultraviolet. But the ultraviolet can be hidden under things like rugs. So if you're not sure, maybe just do it again. Nazim says, it's like the Golden Idol series, except you're a duck. Oh my god, I need to check that out then. I played a little bit of the Golden Idol series. The first one, it was on Game Pass. I got a couple of levels in, but it got to the point where I think it was like getting a little too hard even for me. And normally I'm a puzzle freak. The ghost of glamping? Like glamour camping? I'm very intrigued. Also, it's not like too much of a puzzle game. It's more of like a narrative story type game. But another game that those bring to mind, if anybody hasn't played it yet, Frog Detective. If you haven't played the Frog Detective games, they are amazing. They're so funny. Let's see. Granola, welcome in. How you doing? Also, who did the hydrate there? Delta, thank you so much for the hydrate. Also, hey, Nauseam, have you played Blueprints? I feel like you would really like that game. It feels very similar to Myst, in a way. It's like Myst, if it was a roguelike. Like, okay, it's not really a roguelike. It's more of... It's hard to describe. It's a very difficult to describe game, but it's really good, and anybody who likes Myst or those kinds of puzzles, I think, would really love it. Also, Dragon Steels, thank you so much for the 4-month resub. Kicking off a hype train, too. Also, Turtles, welcome in. How you doing? YouTube tips helped you get better at the game? Hey, that's awesome. Man, it's so cool that, like, people tell me that so much, and that's neat. Glad the videos help. I think on amateur mode, it's harder to get the ghost to roam. Yes, the roaming chance is set lower on amateur difficulty. Can you see my stats after this round? You can see my stats right now. I've collected 2,303 bones. But also, hey, Nauseam, if you got to go do any post-stream self-care, anything like that, definitely make sure you're taking care of that. Same goes for anybody who came in with Nauseam's raid, you know. If you need to get up, stretch, use the bathroom, take meds, get food, pet your dog, pet your cat, whatever you need to do, make sure you're taking care of that. But for anybody sticking around from the raid, I really hope you enjoy the stream. If you have any questions about Phasmophobia, which is this ghost hunting investigation game, words are hard. Rock Dude, thank you so much for gifting a sub to the community, and Minigamer, thank you for the 50 bits. I feel like it falls into the roguelite genre somewhat. Definitely, like, there is like sort of that randomization aspect of like which rooms you're gonna get and like which items you're gonna find. But it is good because like the knowledge you gain while playing can help you progress. Like the real, I think, progression of that game is learning things. learning how things connect. And also backstory. Turn the power off again? That butthole. Well, we know what it is at least. We need Firelight, Crucifix, and 25% Sanity. I'm going to go in there with another stick of incense and 2 crucifixes. I do have merch, yeah, DontFightDucks.com. You can get a shirt. You can get a mug. Scariest map location? Probably Sunny Meadows. Crap. Probably Sunny Meadows. I can't see anything. All I can do is hear where the ghost is, maybe. No, it's not something I like super duper heavily advertise. But we do have like a bot thing that pops it up every once in a while. Zero Escape. I've definitely heard of those. I know somebody who is really into those, but I've yet to play them myself. 15 bones? How many bones are in the human body? Honestly, yeah, Sunny's one of my favorite maps. Okay. Alright. Gotta get back there, get a crucifix down, and get the power back on. Okay. Crucifix 1 is in place. Crucifix 2 is in place. Power on. Now burn the cruci, please. Oh, come on. I hope it hasn't moved to the living room. 206 in a human adult. So what's 2,303 divided by 206? How many skeletons have I collected? Crap, hunt's still going. Rock Dude says, I don't like Sunny Meadows. The one time I don't play it restricted, a demon started hunting. Oh my god. Yeah, a demon hunts in full-size Sunny Meadows when they're down one of the wings. Not a good time. Not a good time. Okay, so I get to get the power back on. I would very much like another crucifix. Or not another crucifix, another stick of incense. And then I need to figure out if the ghost changed rooms. 11.17 skeletons. That's a lot of skeletons. Alright, and what is my cursed possession? A voodoo doll? You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna take some meds. Because the voodoo doll can drain 50% sanity from you, I think. 55% sanity. So I think this should get me out of hunt range for this stinky ghost. Enough to get some salt down. And then also figure out where the heck it went. Also, hey, thank you so much for that hype train, y'all. I really appreciate it. Let's see. New demo on Steam. Oh, demo for what? Alright. Lucky says, it's so easy to get drawn into obsession with the whole story. My husband and I just cosplayed Junpei and Akane from 999 at Akane a few summers ago. Ooh. So are the games connected in story, or is it like 3 unrelated stories? Wilderness Edge, what kind of game is that? Okay, are you still in here? I have my doubts. No, you're not. Do we know the ghost type? It is a Thea, unfortunately. Well, I guess the good news of that is I won't have to get my sanity down too low to get back into hunt range. I swear I put the other crucifix over here somewhere. Let's see, who did that? Minnie, thank you for the 405 bits. Let's see. Why did I stack this all? It's a lot easier to take pictures of when it's stacked like that. Little Bull, welcome to the stream. How you doing today? So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to let this ghost hunt later. I'm going to let it see me, make it walk through the salt, and then later I'm just going to go click, 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 click with my camera. Okay. This room right here in Grafton is one of the most frustrating rooms to try to get the crucifix objective in. It is a real stinker. Absolute stinker. So I'm going to put that right there. I'm going to go get another stick of incense. No, wait. I need a firelight as well. When you stack the salt for photos and get a wraith. Yeah. At that point, your best bet is to get a couple of firelights in there and let it blow out the firelights. Speaking of blowing out firelights, yeah, we need to do that. If you go by the fact that multiple bones are connected in Phasmophobia, oh, that's a good point, yeah. 109 skeletons. Yeah, I forgot about that. You know, some bones are multiple bones. Skeletons don't work like that in real life. You know, that's the one sad thing about real skeletons is that they don't, you know, they're loose. They're loose bones. You know, it's not like a plastic Halloween skeleton. Did I get that firelight blow yet? I did, so I don't need to take this in there. Okay. So, oh, apparently I do have 2 sticks of incense. Okay, that's good. That's good, because I might need both of them. All right, next thing I need to do is grab that voodoo doll and keep poking it. What do I need? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's see. Lone Wolf, welcome in. How you doing? How was your stream today? What were you up to? Tato Chip says they used to call me loose bones in high school. Did they? Why? Anyway, skeleton complained that, yeah, you know, Halloween really like ruined my IRL skeleton expectations. Trying to find an ear bone? That's not a thing, right? Right? Because ears are just cartilage? Right? Okay, anyway. We're stabbing this voodoo doll to get our sanity down. And also, hopefully make this guy hunt. Come on, give me the heart pin. Give me the heart pin. Walk across the salt. Yeah! Look at that, he stepped in my salt. Okay, run. Wait, ears do you have the smallest bone in the body? I did not know that. Huh. In the inner ear. Okay, and it's like disconnected from the skull? Wow. Neat. New from the makers of bones. Mini bones. Bones in your eye? What? Some of y'all could just be lying to me about, you know, biology. No, anatomy. Some of y'all could just be lying to me about anatomy and I would have no idea. Lone says, been grind the lighthouse keeper, but got it done. Nice. Now you never have to play Point Hope again. Just kidding. Next week's weekly challenge is on Point Hope. I think. I think next week is Paranormal Paparazzi on Point Hope. Let's see. Stapes. Interesting. Also, Kitty, how you doing? Okay, so our ghost walked across the salt. And my sanity should be low enough that this guy could possibly burn a crucifix. That's only like 3 more times, Lone Wolf. Then you never have to play Point Hope again until the next weekly challenge that makes you do Point Hope. Or the next, or Halloween. I'm sure they'll do it in Halloween. Let's see. All right. So, where's my camera? Does anybody know where my camera is? Did I leave it in the truck? I'm having a day. Sit in a bony socket. Bony socket sounds like... That sounds like it could be the name of something, you know? Let's see. Had a blood moon with a banshee. Oh my god. I saw my friend Witch had... Oh, hey, look, we got the burn cruci. I'm gonna go take a picture of that. Cool. Now we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yoink. That's a ghost event. You may be wondering, how did you know that that was a ghost event, even though it was pitch black and you couldn't see the ghost. It wasn't vocalizing, it was just walking towards me. Plus I turned around and the door was open. Let's see. What do skeletons' best costume be? Skeletor? Yeah, you just gotta put on like a cloak or something, I guess. I don't know. I don't know what Skeletor wears. All right, burn crucifix. We got a Thea. We got all of our objectives. We're gonna dump our camera and incense on this person's driveway and get the heck out of here. Demonis says, I like Point Hope as a concept, but it's not fun running up and down. Yeah. I always say I like Point Hope until the ghost is higher than the kids' room. Then Point Hope is a drag.
Welcome back.
Nice, Thea. All right, let me get the Thea button pushed for our ghost guessers. Thea button, where are you? Does that say Thea? That says Thea. Thea button. Who won? A lot of people. Silver Shadow, Dump Truck Daisy, Georgie Girl Mandy, Zafiro Luna, Hamshi, and Stargazy all guessed correctly. Congratulations, y'all. Let me get a new round of ghost guessing going here. Think you broken airballs? Always had light switch off to airballs. Oh, that's how it happens. If the ghost does an airball, it will turn a light off. Airballs should never close doors, though. All right, new round of ghost guessing is open. Get your guesses in. Also drops. Oh, yeah. Okay, I'm gonna switch my... I'm gonna hit next. Ray just reminded me in mod chat to change the loadout. Let's do the tier 1 incense. We can keep the high tier stuff for everything else. Quick loadouts. Shop. Alright, what might I want to buy? Nothing. I'll probably buy all this eventually. Alright, who's in the soup there? Buckeye! Congratulations on the soup, unless somebody steals it. No Diogans yet? Diogan Summoner, welcome in. How you doing? Yeah, I don't think I've had one in a while. I don't think we had one on Community Day either. But ghost guessing closes in 1 minute, y'all. If you haven't got your guesses in already for the ghost guessing, do it now. Yeah, 1 minute. Let's see. How do Yore? Because it closed the door fully. Well, you're walking out. That's awesome. It's been a good while since we've seen the Yore do its ability. Also, hey, what games are people looking forward to soon? I feel like a lot of the big releases that I was aware of have come out, and now... I feel like the next big thing that I'm aware of is probably like the Metal Gear remake. In August, I think? Grim Yokai, welcome in, how you doing? Let's see. Carmel said, how did Yori do the door closing the door 3 times today? It behaved like a teenager. Gears of War Reloaded. You know what? People were talking about that yesterday, and I asked, is that coming to PC? And then I think I missed the answer. I know it's coming to PS5, which is wild, because I think that's like a Microsoft franchise. Excited for the new Grand Theft Auto? Oh man, that's a ways off, though. I think they delayed it to, what, May? Next May? And I've heard a lot of people talking about how the American economy is going to lose like $1 billion from people taking off of work to play GTA, and it's like, that's funny. Let's see, Tomodachi Life 2, nice. Is that that's a Switch 2 game, right? Let's see. All right. Anyway, let me push the button here. Let me get the music off. Let me pick a map too. How about, we just did Willow, we did Grafton. How about Ridgeview? I'll just go straight across the top.
All right, we're here.
Okie dokie. Flashlight, EMF, camera. Ah! I swore I changed that.
I've got a report that suggests a possible ghost.
Apparently I changed my lighters, not my incense. Oh my god. Oh my god. Fallout 5? That's probably like a decade away, I'm afraid to say. See, like, yeah, that's the bummer. Like, they're not even going to start working on Fallout 5 till Elder Scrolls 6 is out. And I don't know that they made a lot of progress on Elder Scrolls 6. But, you know, the good news about Fallout is that they didn't, Fallout Season 2 of the TV show is coming out this December. And then they've confirmed that Season 3 is happening. And then I saw that they're talking about maybe even having up to 6 seasons, which would be wild. You know, that'll hold us over. Oh, yeah, I'm really, like, I am dying to know what the next Resident Evil game is going to be. Like, I feel like it's time, you know? It's time for them to announce it if they keep up the release schedule that they've been working on. See, honestly, yeah, I would love a Fallout 3 remaster. Like, it's almost certainly going to happen. It's just a question of when it's going to happen. If we get Fallout 5 before GTA 6, I'm going to throw a fit. I don't think we're going to get Fallout 5 before GTA 6. I don't even think we're going to get Elder Scrolls 6 before GTA 6. And they announced Elder Scrolls 6 like, what, 8 years ago? 10 years ago? Something like that? Let's see. Yeah, there's a Fallout show. It's on Amazon Prime, I think. There's one season out. It's really good. It took me a couple episodes to get into it, but once it got going, I really enjoyed it. All right, we're looking for Eric Roswell, who is definitely not an alien. We need Escape the Ghost during a hunt, Crucifix, and Ghost Event. You know what? After playing Doom yesterday, Phasmo is, like, deafeningly silent. Like, I keep thinking that I don't have the volume on. Had Remnant being cheeky, turn a light off 3 times. Oh, convinced it was a mare doing its ability? That's so rude. The worst investigation I've ever had was a Obake that turned the light switch off. Right after I turned it on, it performed 2 broken light events. Oh, and I should say, when it turned that light switch off, I didn't leave ultraviolet. It got its 25% chance to not leave ultraviolet. And the 2 or 3 other interactions it did that could have left behind ultraviolet, it did not leave ultraviolet behind. I was so convinced that it was a mare that I couldn't get Spirit Box off of. Like, I was so mad when it finally touched something and left a fingerprint. Let's see. Yep, Zafira says Fallout on Amazon has been renewed for seasons 2 and 3. That's comforting. Wanting a return of Jake Miller from RE6. You know, I've never played RE6, so I have no context of that character. Precious Bean, thank you so much for the 3-month resub.
It's totally a phantom. Trust.
If you know, if it's a phantom, I don't know what I'll do. But Bean, thank you so much for that. And also, Avalon Amy, welcome to the stream. What's the lore behind your username? And also, how you're a skeleton. No particular skeleton lore. Like, as far as, like, you know, VTuber lore, there's not really much for that. But my username is, I used to make computer games. And I made one where you fought a duck. And I thought, oh no, people are gonna think I'm endorsing duck-related violence. So I put a disclaimer in the README that said, like, don't fight ducks in real life. And eventually that became my username. Don't fight ducks. But as for why I'm a skeleton, oh, hello. As for why I'm a skeleton, way back in 2020, I did a Halloween stream where I put a skeleton in my gamer chair, and I took a picture of it with the webcam, and I put it where my webcam normally was. So when I did the stream, there was just a skeleton sitting there. And eventually when I decided that I wanted to stop using webcam, I'm like, hey, I got that picture of a skeleton. I could use that, I guess. So anyway, here we are. Let's see. Beg you to do me a favor. Stop making this game look easy. I'm sorry. I'll trip over this. Oh God. There we go. Okay. Yeah, watch out for that. Can no longer remember which ghost you guessed. I don't know. Which Phantom? Danny Phantom or actual Phantom? Do you think Danny Phantom vanishes if you take a picture of him? Asking the big questions here. Blank, welcome in. How you doing? Yo, that's awesome. Hey, thank you so much. I'm glad the videos helped. I forgot where my ghost was. Let's see. Ever thought about turning the skeleton into a VTuber model? Like a 3D model or a live 2D or something like that? I don't think so. I think the jank is part of the charm. Like, the fact that it's a single frame And I also I like that it moves to my voice. Like the you know, like the bouncing is like mimicking the audio waves from my voice. So if I scream like ah, it like stretches up really high, or like if I'm laughing like it like bounces like that. I don't know. I just feel like if I were to make like an actual you know, a fancier VTube model, I don't think it would hit the same. Lono says yes because he is a phantom. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they do say that in the title song. Da 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 da. He's a phantom. Yeah, okay, that checks out. Yeah, no ghosts here. You know, I do think that their air conditioner is acting up a little bit in the hallway, though. Oh, thank you, October. And Rogue Devil, welcome in. How you doing? Yeah, honestly, I don't think I'll ever, quote-unquote, upgrade this. If for some reason I ever do get a chair sponsorship or something, I might have to look into trying to like Photoshop the skeleton out of this chair and into a different chair, and hoping the lighting looks realistic and it doesn't look weird. But that is a bridge to cross when we get to it. Yeah, honestly, I would rather have a hallway ghost rock dude than a dining room ghost. At least in this map. Let's see. Albert Wesker's son? Didn't expect that. I shouldn't be too surprised. A lot of people are hot for that guy, you know? Anyway, I need to play RE6 eventually. I've heard it's a good time. I've heard some people be like, it sucks. But I've heard people be like, hey, if you just, you know, if you just go with it, it's a lot of fun. And I am somebody who, I'm down to find the good in a video game, you know, even if it's a video game that doesn't have the best reputation. Oh, well, that's convenient. Thank you, Ghost. What do we got? We got ghost writing as our first evidence. See, do you know they're adding lore? I don't, but if you look at the Trello board, there is an entry in there called the lore update. So we're getting it eventually. It's not something that they've discussed on the roadmap, so can't really say. Have no idea. But it is coming eventually, sometime. Are they going to wait till Horror 2.0? Well, it is further along than Horror 2.0, I think. Let's see, Zubat, welcome back. Let's see, co-op in RE6 is actually a lot of fun. That's the one reason why I haven't played RE5 and 6. Is because I do know that they are very like co-op based, and I've heard that the AI companions are not the best. Where do you find the roadmap? You can find it on the official Kinetic Games blog. On, I don't know what their actual website is. It's probably like kineticgames.uk or something like that. But if you just search for Kinetic Games on Google, it'll come up. I don't like that this isn't covered here. Let's see. That is the one bad thing about this hallway. Like, I am glad to have a tier 3 dots projector, but man, this hallway is a pain in the butt for dots. Like, even now, I don't think it's getting over there. Okay, we're gonna move it down the hallway just a little bit. But on top of that, you can also Google Phasmophobia Trello board. There we go. That's better. Excuse you. That is an actual light switch touch. Okay, let's get a picture of that for the interaction and check that for ultraviolet. We do not have ultraviolet. Okay. So I think all we have left is Spirit Box now. Difficulty, we are on a custom Nightmare difficulty. That's kind of a mashup of Insanity and Nightmare. Let's see. Delta says, crafters in chat, who here is crafting while watching ducks? Currently crocheting. Do y'all know DeFool, fellow Phasmophobia streamer? We've rated him several times. He started crocheting like a month or two ago, and he's made some really cool stuff over there. Like, he's got a little plush version of Lilith, the spider from Phasmophobia, who just kind of like hangs out on the screen behind him. Let's see. I will allow that. Yeah, I saw on DeFool's Discord that there's like a crafting voice hangout, which is really cool. But yeah, I wish I had a hobby like that. I don't know. I struggle with hobbies like that. I'm like one of those people who's like just my brain's all whacked up with like perfectionism. Goblin Marcus, thank you so much for the brand new tier 1 sub. Thank you so much for subbing. Hope you enjoy the duck emotes, ad previewing, etc. Maybe just don't watch my Oblivion streams. Bad things happen to goblins in those. Then again, we did have a really friendly goblin once. All right, are you here? Are you near? Are you far? Gears of War movie is happening? I'm shocked there hasn't been one already. Do you like me? Ah! Is that Flash Force? Wait. Did that ghost just turn the light off immediately after I turned it on, or was that a busted ghost event? Where's my EMF meter? It's in my hand. Oh my god, this might be a mare. It did turn that light switch off right after I turned it on. Steambun says, my nephew says hi! Hello, Steambun's nephew! Heard about the spider and that someone said it hints to a lore or update coming eventually. I don't know about that, but we do know where the spider comes from. The spider belonged to the granddaughter of the owners of Bleasdale. She had, like, that's her bedroom in the attic, and she had a couple of terrariums up there with some animals in them, and Lilith's enclosure is like broken, so she got out. Let's see. I am pretty sure this is a mare. But we do have other ghosts. We got Spirit, Poltergeist, Mare, Moroi, and Diogen. I'm going to go see if I'm cursed, because when you get a Spirit Box response from a Moroi, you do get a curse put on you. You can also get it if you hear a parabolic sound from it. But what that curse does is it doubles your passive sanity drain while you're in the house. So the way to check for that is you see what your sanity is. I usually look for the low end number. Looks like maybe 74 is the low end. Let's see. Oh, you paint? That's cool. And who did the hydrate there? Zafiro, thank you for the hydrate. Okay, so the way to check for that is we're just going to go in, we're going to stand there for a bit, and then we're going to go out and see if our sanity's lower. How do you find the lore for the maps? It's not, like, not every map has lore behind it. I would say the 3 that do are Sunny Meadows. That has a lot. Point Hope. You can kind of tell what was going on at Point Hope just by looking around the map. And then also Bleasdale is the same way. You can kind of get a little bit of an inkling of what was going on at Bleasdale. So Sunny Meadows has all the stuff with Patient 7. You can find the room that she was kept in. You can find her body. There's also some stuff there about the cursed possessions, and I forget if there's anything else there. Point Hope, on the other hand, most of the quote-unquote lore that you can find in Point Hope is through the child's drawings. Like, there's one on the refrigerator, and I think there's one up in the bedroom that the kid is referring to the ghost as friend. And I think there's another drawing that says friend angry. But as far as Bleasdale is mysterious, and I think we're going to get more when the Grafton rework drops. Let's see, BK Tiger, welcome in. How you doing? Wicked says, I have 2 hobbies, Warhammer figures and airsoft. Nice. Let's see. So when it comes to Warhammer, I think most people like paint them, like painting miniatures. Oh, carving wood, that's awesome. I wanted to get into woodworking back in the day. My grandpa did a lot of woodworking. Okay, I don't think we're cursed, so we can mark Moroi off. Honestly, I'm still going with Mare. But we are at 77% sanity. What are our objectives? We need to escape the ghost during a hunt, prevent a hunt with the crucifix, and witness a ghost event. Okay. Hey, wait a minute. I have a summoning circle. A summoning circle can let me witness a ghost event. So in that case, I'm going to take some meds, get my sanity up to 100. Delta says, I'll say as someone who's a perfectionist to a fault, learning how to crochet is also teaching you how to be bad and be okay with it. It's been incredibly rewarding. That's awesome. Honestly, me, like, those clips and stuff that I put on, like, Instagram and TikTok and all that, that is me trying to be less of a perfectionist. I do still edit them. I edit them, I caption them. But I try not to worry too much about, like, is this, like, perfect? Is this, you know, objectively good? I'm more worried about, like, just getting content out there. And it turns out that even some of the stuff where I'm like, oh my god, this clip is so bad, like, people are gonna laugh at me for putting this up. A lot of people are like, whoa, this was really helpful, you know? Let's see, hoping it's a mare. It'd be magical from accidentally... you'd be magical from accidentally manifesting a mare with you talking about them. From the light switch flip, I do strongly feel that it's a mare, but once again, that can happen by pure coincidence. So ultimately what we're going to do is we're going to make the ghost hunt, and then we're going to figure it out from that. But we got our crucifixes down. I would like to go do maybe like one more light switch flip test. Let's see. Point up the maritime signal flag spell. Get out. Oh, that's really cool. Drawings on your tablet. Nice, Silver. Light.
Had to go shelter in the basement due to a tornado warning. Remember all, watch means the ingredients for the taco, tornado, are there. Warning means are. There's a taco. I always used to get them confused.
Yo, Evie, thank you. Oh, it just turned the light switch off again. Evie, thank you so much for the 100 bits. I hope everything's okay over there. Also, yeah, that whole thing there also really helped me figure out the difference between a tornado watch and a tornado warning. So, like, big shout out to whoever came up with that metaphor. Taco. Do I play Dead by Daylight? I don't, not anymore. I used to play it back in 2018, but I quickly discovered that I was not having fun with it. Trey, thank you for the howl. Oh, you play guitar? Nice. Yeah, I tried to learn guitar once. Hurt my fingers. Did not play it much. Gotta go, Balor. I'll catch you later. What would you say is the best house map to loop a ghost? A lot of people like looping the ghost around this table. I don't know. I don't really vibe with the tables for looping. Anywhere with the kitchen island, so Tanglewood, Willow Street, Grafton. Used to be Old Bleasdale, but now I have New Bleasdale. Let's see. Zubat says, as a fellow Tornado Alley resident, the way that I typically remember is that if there's a warning, you get to your safe zone. If there's a watch, continue watching. Yeah, and I think I remember seeing that on the weather too. I saw that there's like a big strip up in Chicago and some of the upper states around it. Let's see, Candle, how you doing? Is that Candle or Candy? Candy, I'm sorry. I struggle sometimes with I's and E's telling the difference at this distance from the chat. Yeah, the howl is a special command that I gave to Trey, I think because it was his birthday, and he asked for it, and Anna had a special command, and I just did it. Okay, well, I am pretty sure this is a mare. I've seen 2 light switch flips. I'm going to go double check my sanity. We're going to light the summoning circle. We're going to get away from the ghost. Oh, wait, before I do that, I am a little low on pictures. So I think I'm going to throw all this stuff right here. And I'm going to go get some salt and place it out of the basement. See, trying to get better at looping ghosts and like house maps. Yeah, so for the kitchen islands, basically just press yourself up tight and try to watch for the ghost and just try to keep on the opposite side of it. You know, always like train your cursor on the ghost and just move around in a circle. The real key, I think, to looping ghosts is circle strafing, because you always want to know where the ghost is. Do not take your eyes off the ghost. Do not run away from the ghost with your back to the ghost. Yeah, love looping until it's a revenant or a crawler. Do not loop crawlers. Do not try to loop crawlers. Or phantoms. Don't loop phantoms. I have looped a phantom before and survived, but it was very harrowing. Don't do it. Okay. Wait a minute. I forgot to check my sanity. It is 80% on the dot. Okay, so when you light a summoning circle, you want to have more than 80% sanity. 80 is the bare minimum, but the safest thing to do is to have more than 80. Because if you lose any sanity on the way in to light the circle, you're screwed. Also, make sure you have crucifixes in the ghost room, because you don't want the ghost to start hunting while you're lighting the circle. Oh, and also know where your hiding spots are. Oh, you know, we can use the fridge. We can use the fridge. Okay. Oh, apparently you can start lighting the circle before the, Are you kidding me? What? What's that? Huh? What? What? Did you see that? Well, we witnessed a ghost event. The ghost appeared in the circle and then, like, teleported upstairs where it started hunting? I am so confused. Phasmo, I have questions. Well, I mean, the good news is, it's still counted as a ghost event. So, you know, we may not have gotten our ghost picture. Oh no, but that means it's not gonna step in my salt. No! Crap. That was so weird. Anyway, Raven, how you doing today? Oh man, sucks. Sucks so bad. Unless, did you? Yes! Yes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Though strangely it said it prevented a hunt from a crucifix. Huh? Oh, unless that happened while I was lighting the circle. Ooh, what'd you get from KFC? I have not had KFC in ages. Alright, well, we're done. I'm not gonna worry about what just happened. I am pretty sure that's a mare. It wasn't a Diogen. Whatever, I don't even care. I'm leaving. Yeah, reverse summoning circle. It was a repelling circle. Is there a bug with the dots at the moment? You take a photo of the ghost and sometimes it counts, sometimes it doesn't. Oh, it was a mare, thank God. Yes, so dots photos are a little busted right now. Oops, that was the wrong button. Dots photos are a little busted right now, and like you said, sometimes it counts, sometimes it doesn't. So, I would only advise, hang on.
I am out for tonight because I have to get up early and it's already 1 AM my time. I wish you and the rest of the stream a good time.
Skyo, thank you so much for the 100 bits. I hope you have a good sleep. I'll catch you later. Yes, Ghost was Mare, Zafiro got it, Holden and Dev all got it correctly. What was I saying? Something about... I forget. Maybe if I scroll up. Oh, the dots bug. Yeah, so I would only advise trying to get a ghost picture from the dots bug if you had both photo deletes left and you had a couple of extra pictures in the journal. Like, don't do it if it's your last picture available, and don't do it if you're out of photo deletes. Let's see. Oh, hey, nice. I'll check that out later, Raven. Also, oh, hey now, welcome in, how you doing? I was playing earlier trying to loop the ghost, died because, in your view, the ghost was on the opposite edge from you, but in your duo who's already dead, she said it was right behind you. Oh yeah, so in multiplayer there can be like weird ghost position desync that can get people killed. I've experienced that a lot. So deaths do happen a lot more in multiplayer because of that. But anyway, y'all, I need to take my hourly ad break. If there's anybody new here, I do 1 ad break an hour. It is a 3-minute ad break, but it gets rid of pre-roll for the next hour for anybody new coming in. Oh, I forgot to get the bone. Whatever. Anyway, I'm going to get the words on stream going. While I do this, I get up, I refill my drinks, I use the bathroom, all that fun stuff. If you need to get up and do anything, now's a great time to do it. Otherwise, if you're subbed, enjoy all the rounds of words. If you don't have a sub at the moment, don't worry, you're not missing anything. But if you do get caught in the ad break, I do really appreciate you sticking through it. It's a great free way to support the channel financially. And the ad revenue money is really nice. Also, Anime Weeb Nugget, welcome in. How you doing? Sorry, it caught me right as I'm about to go on break, but I will be back in just a few minutes. So yeah, I'm gonna go use the bathroom. Here come the ads. I'll see you whenever they're done. BRB. Hey, I'm back. How we doing? Twitch dashboard yelling at me. Oh, hey, yeah, it actually says the bitrate's fine today. Weird. Let's see, Anime says, I'm good. I just told the other day after watching some of your Phasmophobia shorts on YouTube and Facebook. In fact, the first one I had seen was the Pultipile. Nice. It's been a while since there's any Pultipile videos. I feel like I should do some more. Honestly, I think I'm at the point where some of my videos are so old, but still relevant, that I might just re-upload some older videos, because there's some good stuff in there. And, like, TikTok and Instagram, it's so hard to, like, browse those. So even if I told somebody, like, oh yeah, I got, like, a video about twins hunt speed, it's a pain in the butt to find. Also looks like the words are over. So we'll be back in game as soon as the, whatever this game's called. Rounds of Words ends. Hi. Brain is rapidly melting. One more word. One more. Oh well. See, also learn how to loop Mimic around the car in Tanglewood so that marks 2 ghosts you can successfully loop. Yo, that's awesome. Yeah, generally any ghost that doesn't go really fast when it sees you, i.e. a Revenant, or is already going really fast, like an Unaged Thea, or a Ride You Around Electronics, or a Zero Sanity Moroi. Pretty much every other ghost. Like, if you can loop a ghost, you can loop every other ghost. What was the word? I don't know. We'll never know. All right. Anyway, I gotta get a new round of ghost guessing going for y'all. Let me hit that button, and the ghost guessing is open. Get your guesses in. Ghost guessing closes in 2 minutes. And while you do that, I'm going to actually fix my loadout this time. So igniter. Okay, I accidentally turned the igniter down, not the incense. There we go. Okay, now it should be good. Now it should be good. Incense tier 1, igniter tier 3. Awesome. Perfect. And I should probably get the headgear out of there. Actually, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm going to buy the tier 2 headgear. And I will put it in my loadout. As soon as I click the right button. Boom. There we go. Also, who's in the soup? Lucky is in the soup. Ninja says, I just finished work, so glad that I managed to catch you. How's the stream so far? Not too bad. We've been doing some kind of more... Oh, man! Oh, that shaky duck just got bumped out of the soup. Yeah, we've been doing some kind of more chill, laid-back, custom nightmares. I've been taking my time with it. I like the idea of, like, cozy Thursday streams, you know? Not trying too hard, not worried about efficiency. Booty bumped. But I think that was our, what, 3rd investigation? So I did Willow, Grafton, Ridgeview. I think I'm doing Edgefield next. All right, less than 30 seconds for ghost guessing and drops. Oh, wait. I think the soup has been stolen. My anime! What are my custom settings? So basically I start with a insanity preset, and then I set it to 2 evidence, a random curse possession, random weather, sanity starts at 100, sanity restorations at 25, and then it somehow comes out to a 4.1. Why do I use tier 1 incense? It doesn't alter the ghost speed. So if you're playing in 3 evidence, tier 2 incense is a lot safer. But it does alter the ghost speed when it's hunting. So if you are playing in Nightmare or Insanity and you only have 1 or 2 evidence to identify the ghost, sometimes you do need to rely on the speed that the ghost is going while it's hunting. And sometimes you do need to cleanse it and just kind of hang back and listen. But if you hit it with the tier 2 incense, it's going to get really slow, which kind of throws off, you know, being able to tell what it is sometimes. But also, hey, thank you so much for the hydrate. Who got that? Desi, thank you so much. Who got ghost guessing? I don't know. It's off screen now. I know a lot of people did. I can tell you that much. Maybe like 4 or 5 people got it right. But I don't remember who specifically. But it was a mare. It was a mare, so. Anybody who guessed mare got it. Okay. Pretty sure you guessed mare. Yeah, I know I saw your name in one of the ghost guessing winning boxes, but I couldn't remember if it was that one or not. Alright, we're looking for Richard Cray. Still haven't fixed this. You know, I might just let this go. We need motion sensor, 25% sanity, and EMF reader. Let's see, do I have a second favorite name after DontFightDucks, like as a username? I mean, I've had a lot of usernames over the years. That's actually, oh no, I forgot to rig that up to a command. I'm going to be doing an Ask Me Anything video on YouTube, but before I can do it, I need to, 1, post about it on YouTube, 2, put a command here so I can let y'all get to the forum. Because the forum currently only exists in my announcement channel on Discord, and it's quite a few messages back now. But somebody asked me, like, hey, what usernames or whatever have you used before? And it's like, well, I mean, I've been on the internet since 1998. So I've had quite a few different usernames over the years. All right, no summoning circle. But the oldest username I can remember having on America Online back in 1998 was sort of like a play on Millennium Falcon from Star Wars. It was some kind of slightly different spelling. Some letters were omitted. There might have been a few numbers substituting letters. That's the year you were born. I'm old. Ooh, foot bone in the bathroom. Let's see. Had a bug where the game Reset your console? That's weird. Like, just made the console restart? You know, I can say at least I've never had Phasmophobia reboot my computer. See, wonder if we can watch your older streams. They do exist as VODs, but they are all privated on YouTube. I have... Oh, hey, I didn't turn that on. I think I found the ghost room. Either that or it's in the hallway. But yeah, I do have most of my old streams. It's just, one, they're not good. Two, EMF read is not on. Yeah, it happens. Do I like Bloodborne? I do. I've actually streamed Bloodborne. Hey, speaking of Bloodborne, next Wednesday, my not Phasmophobia game is going to be... Oh, no ghosts in here. It's going to be Liza P, which is probably the closest we'll ever get to Bloodborne 2. Until that one Switch FromSoft game comes out. I did not turn that on, right? Hey, we got twins. This is weird. This is super weird. Okay, the ghost is nowhere upstairs. And yet... I did check this room, right? Yeah. What the heck? This light was on when I walked up here. But yeah, twins can only do their twinteraction on a single floor. It won't go between floors. Troy, how you doing? Hallway? This is super weird. This is super weird. But yeah, I'm going to be playing Liza P next Wednesday. I got a key for it. And I think, or not Thursday, next Wednesday. And I think with the Not Phasmo Wednesday streams, oh, you're in the dining room. That's weird. What the heck? Did you interact, like, through the ceiling? That is so weird. Today's just the day of weird stuff happening in Phasmophobia, I guess. But yeah, I'm gonna start with like an hour and a half of Phasmo next Wednesday, then I'll switch games, so. See, can it be in the bathroom at the end? Wait, can it be in the bathroom at the end and twin around within 20 meters through the wall? On small maps, I believe the twinteraction max range is 8 meters. 8 meters and change. Boss Carrot, thank you so much for the 3-stream streak. Also, I think I heard... Oh, hello. Hey, little Spectre, coming on in with a raid. How did Yogan absolutely love the piano? Ooh. Honestly, I love the new Ghost piano interactions. They're so good. Spectre, how you doing? How was your stream? Carito, welcome in. Let me get Spectre a shout out. There's a button right there. What are you up to? Oh, Animal Crossing New Horizons. Nice. What are you up to in Animal Crossing today? I have not played that game in a while. Dev says, gonna get a bunch of duck bucks and learn the secret. Good luck. I believe in you. But anyway, welcome in, everybody. If anybody from iStream doesn't know Spectre, go check her out. Drop her a follow. She played some Phasmophobia over there herself. Doing good. Hey, that's so good to hear. And AC, welcome in. We're doing some just kind of like chill investigations in Phasmophobia. We're on my usual Nightmare solo custom thingy, but it has been a little bit more of a just chatting stream than a Phasmo stream. I'm still playing the game. I'm just talking a lot. Oh boy, who is that? Draco Knight, thank you so much for the 3-month resub. Holy crap. Let's see, did all the daily stuff. Need to find a new villager. Ooh, do you have one in mind? Is there something specific you're looking for, or just happy with whatever? Also, Raven, welcome in. I love how the ghosts can interact with the shark and parrot. Yeah, dun. But yeah, we currently have 2 mysteries today in Phasmophobia. One, I lit a summoning circle. The ghost appeared for a split second and then vanished. And then all of a sudden it started hunting from upstairs. Weird. Now we have a ghost in the dining room, and I walked upstairs and I hadn't even been upstairs yet. I just walk upstairs, I go in here, and this light's on. I did not turn that light on. So, like, how did the ghost in the dining room turn that light on? Happy with whoever? That's awesome. So, Phasmo's doing some weird stuff today. And I don't know, whatever. I'm just rolling with it. Who cares? Whatever. It's early access. You know, sometimes that's all you can do. When you're playing an early access game and something weird happens, just shrug and be like, nope, early access. No, I lit the circle successfully. So I didn't run out of sanity. Like, I even had sanity left in the truck after. I lit the circle, and the flames appeared from a successful circle light, and the ghost just appeared for a split second, and then vanished, and then the next thing I hear hunting from upstairs. I'm like, what the heck? I don't know what happened. And on top of that, too, it did a hunt was prevented with the crucifix. So that must have been while I was lighting the circle. I don't know. Let's see. Exavior, welcome in. You had to go start a hunt with no one in the camp? I've heard of that happening before. I've never had it happen to me, but that's crazy. There's some weird stuff in this game that's not supposed to be there. Phasmo's giving twins energy with every ghost. Yeah, this is a new kind of twin that can actually interact between floors. Did I see a light flashing behind me? Let's see, Zafiro, thank you for the hydrate. Zen said, we had to survive a ghost during a hunt task today, and we did, but it... Hang on. Just scrolled off screen there. It didn't count as complete 2 times in a row. Did the ghost actually see ya? Because for that one to count, there are 2 requirements. The first is that the ghost actually has to see somebody. It can only be, like, it can just be for a split second. But it does have to see somebody. And the condition number 2 is nobody can die. If anybody dies, it won't count. Let's see, was it Camp Woodwind and was in the tent hiding spot? Play the music box? No hunt. So I will say, there's only 3 ways that the music box can make the ghost hunt. If you bring the music box up to the ghost and it does the event, then it will hunt. If you run out of sanity while the box is playing, then it'll slam shut, break, and the ghost will hunt. Or if you throw the box, the ghost will hunt. If you are far enough away from the ghost and you have more than, I think, 75% sanity, the song will end before you get to 0 sanity, and then the ghost will not hunt. So that's probably what happened there. Let's see. Clipped it. So you didn't feel like you went insane. You know, it's whenever anything weird happens in Phasmophobia, it's really good to have video evidence. Because sometimes people do come to me with, like, wild questions. I'm like, I have no idea what happened. Like, I cannot explain that. Like, I have theories sometimes. But without the footage, I can't really say. You know, sometimes there is a potential rational explanation. But, yeah, anyway, we have freezing. The secret triple ghost, the, triplets. No, wait, that's what you said. I just can't read. Okie dokie. Oh, hey, look, it lit a candle. So, can't be an Onryo, allegedly, according to CJ. Which CJ allegedly said on a stream, but I haven't seen the clip, so... It did come from somebody who does watch the streams to comb for, like, news from the developers. So I trust that information. But anyway, a game theory. Wait, you did throw the box. Okay. Yeah, if it didn't hunt after throwing the box, I don't know what happened. That is a mystery. Since as we thought it did, we thought it saw us because we cleansed it. And it looked away. Yeah, that's weird. That's weird. Hard to say there, too. Alright, so the only thing that I need left is whatever this is called. Spirit box, yep. This is called a spirit box. Little Phasmo tip for you. Hi, I have a headache. It's probably showing. Are you here? Are you near? Are you far? Where are you? Do you like me? Are you friendly? Where are you? Are you here? Are you near? Where are you? Do you like me? Are you friendly? Okay. I feel like it's probably going to be ultraviolet or EMF 5. So let me go get some salt. Yeah, they can light candles now. It's a new thing that they added in the Bleasdale update, but I only started seeing it a couple of weeks ago. So I don't know if it was broken and they fixed it, or I just had really bad luck before then. Yeah, the box of spirit talk. Okay, salt, salt, salt. Steppies already. Okay, I don't see ultraviolet, and it walked through 2 piles of salt. So, what does that mean? It's either dots or EMF 5 now. I'm gonna look for orbs one more time. Goryo is not an option, thankfully. I don't know. Ow, that hurts my eyes. I don't even know why I did that. Very, very inactive ghost. I mean, it could be a shade, I guess. Maybe it's a shade and it won't do anything because I'm in the room. Trolled, how you doing? And Colt, what's up? Thank you, Spectre. Also, hey, Spectre, if you gotta go do any post-stream self-care or anything like that, definitely make sure you're taking care of that. I've been forgetting to say that today. Same goes for anybody who came with Spectre's raid, if you've been watching Twitch for a while, or playing with her, too. I know, usually some of the people who raid in with her have been playing with her. Definitely make sure you're taking care of yourselves, too. You know, whatever you need to do. Get up, stretch, water, meds, pet your dog, pet your cat. Take your dog out. Bathroom? Snacks? A lot of different things you could do, if you need to. Alright. Let's see, Axeline says, gotta head up for the night. Thanks for the bonus stream! Hey, no problem! Thank you so much for hanging out. I hope you have a good sleep or whatever you're up to. Hoping to get a ghost light at the campfire at Camp Woodwind. I've had it happen on Maple Lodge, and it caught me so off guard. It was so cool, though. Let's see. Oh no, I hope it goes well, Spectre. I think this is a shade. This is my only explanation. Is that this has to be a shade. And we're looking for either EMF 5 or ghost writing. So let me get some candles in there. And we are going to use these to look for EMF 5. Oh, I have salt still. Okay, I'm going to get my sanity up. Actually, wait a minute. What are my objectives again? Motion sensor. Oh, 25% sanity. Okay, well, we haven't found the cursed possession yet, but hopefully it's a good one for draining our sanity. Can't wait for mouse and keyboard support coming to Phas on consoles, but I wish that they'd add cross progression. Yeah. I don't know what their plans are for cross progression. It'd be cool if they added it, but I am unsure if they intend to. Oh, we got ghost writing. Okay, I think this is a shade. Because Morroys have 4 spirit box, and I was down to what, 60% sanity and it didn't hunt me? So it's not a demon, so it's down to Revenant and Shade. The only thing to do is make it hunt and see what happens. It's not the music box. It's not the Pterodex. It's probably the Monkey Paw or the Evil Bell. It is the Monkey Paw. Alright then. Okie dokie. I'm gonna go in here. And I'm gonna make sure I have some incense. Oh, we need the motion sensor first. Oh, motion sensor. There we go. I might trap the ghost. I do want to see how many wishes I have, though. Because I need at least 2 to get my sanity down to 25. We have 3 wishes. Okay, we can trap the ghost. Let's see. Alright, anime, I'll catch you later. Let's see. Grab that. Do I want to... No. Oh man, I don't have anything. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 pictures. Okay, we're gonna take a picture of the monkey paw. Click. And then I'm gonna put more salt in there. Grab that. Grab that. You know, we're not gonna be able to use our massive salt piles to fill up the journal once Chronicle drops, but until then, you know, I got a headache. I'm doing it. That's my justification for salt cheese. Lono says, I had Raiju, used a mirror, and it broke, and the ghost popped up right in front of me and started hunting. Oh man, that's scary. Do I have a lighter? I'm pretty sure. Yep, there we go. We got a lighter. Okay, so. I wish to trap the ghost. Right? So what that does is it puts the ghost in here. It traps the ghost in the ghost room, and technically I don't think it can walk out of here. It locks every door to the room. It also locks every door to the room you're in, so it's good to ask the question in some kind of room with like an open doorway. So now we're basically just waiting. Because after you trap the ghost, when 1 minute passes, the ghost will hunt. So that's one way to make the ghost hunt with the monkey paw that doesn't take any sanity. Because there's a couple of different ways. But most of the other ways that you can make it hunt, if you wish to see the ghost, that darkens your vision. If you wish for knowledge, that darkens your vision and your hearing for the rest of the investigation. You could drop your sanity by wishing for sanity and then maybe even changing the weather. Regular speed ghost. Yeah, you're shade. Ooh, air juggle with the cup. Nice light speed up. Let's see. Popeyes has applied for building permission in your city. Looking forward to all that Spanish. I have terrible news for you, Red. Let's see. Is the wait time same for all ghosts? Yep. When you trap the ghost, the wait time is the same before they hunt. Let's see. Did that guy walk through my salt? Yeah, surely you did. Zen says, I have an important final for tomorrow. I love watching you play to relax, so thank you a lot. Hey, that's awesome. I hope the final goes well. Ow. Bonk. Okay, the light is on, or I can flip light switches, which means the hunt is over. You can't flip light switches while the ghost is hunting. Okay. So the great thing about trapping the ghost and making it hunt that way is that your sanity is fine. You know, you don't need to worry about the ghost hunting again once the hunt is over. Yeah, we're still at like 74%. So I'm going to figure out, you know, I was going to try to figure out where my camera was, but I decided let's just grab a new one. So we have a 1, 2, where's the other one at? 3. Okay. 4, 5, 6, 7. Is that everything? One more. There we go. Okay, we're good. Let's see. Moo, how you doing? Winter says, when playing multiplayer, does wishing for knowledge affect all players? Just the person who wished for it. Which is good, because if somebody could just wish for knowledge and then blind every single player, oh, that'd be awful. That'd be like the biggest troll in the game. Zafira, thank you for the hydrate. Any knowledge on getting the achievement for getting got by a demon with 1 minute? There's some people who have said that there's a way to increase your odds with the monkey paw by wishing for activity, but I'm not, that could work, I guess, but like, I don't really like the idea of just like grinding for it, trying to get it over and over by running in, making the wish on the monkey paw, waiting, you know, waiting for like a minute and then running out. I don't know. That sounds boring to me. The only real advice I have is play on a difficulty that doesn't have a setup timer. So you can't play on amateur and you can't play on intermediate. Because if there's any time here... hey, wait a minute. This can make a good clip. I'm going to start over. Sniper Bub asks, any knowledge on getting the achievement for getting got by the demon with 1 minute? About the only real advice that I can give you is do not play on any difficulty that gives you a setup time here. So amateur gives you, I think, 5 minutes. Intermediate gives you maybe like 2 minutes, 3 minutes, something like that. But if there's any time on this clock right here, the ghost is unable to hunt. So even if the demon did want to use its early hunt ability and there was time on this clock would stop it from hunting, and then you wouldn't get the achievement. Aside from that, it's pretty much just down to random chance. You know, walking in, hoping you get lucky. And I have heard some people say that wishing for activity on the monkey paw does give the demon a greater chance to hunt, because more activity does mean that it is deciding to do things more frequently, which could involve using its ability. But at that point, I don't know. I just don't really like the idea of grinding for it. I think it's more fun to just kind of wait for it to happen. Let's see. Which ghost lights up the candles? Every ghost except the Onryo. Allegedly. Marker replay. There we go. Let's see. Zubat says, wish for knowledge in multiplayer lobby you're on. Permanent truck duty? Yeah. Yeah. Let's see. I don't know what a hackney carriage is, Red. Reason to believe all the chicken nonsense is gonna be wall-to-wall canned spinach. I got bad news for you, Red. Let's see. What would you like to see as the next evidence? Oh, I don't know. I'm not really like an idea person when it comes to Phasmophobia. Like a lot of people have asked me, like, oh, what kind of map would you like to see? What kind of ghost would you like to see? It's like, I don't know. Thinking's hard sometimes. I'll just be happy with whatever they give us. So anyway, we still need to get our, what do you call it? Sanity down to 25%. And there is a very easy way to do that with the monkey paw, which we are going to grab it. We have 2 wishes left, which is exactly what we need. So the way to do this is first you wish for sanity, which sets your sanity to 50%. No matter what your sanity is, when you use that wish, it'll set it to 50%. It'll also make the ghost change rooms, so that's not good, but whatever, we're gonna get out of here. And then the second wish is you change the weather, which drops your sanity by 25%. So first we set it to 50, then we drop it by 25, which will get us to 25. So I wish for sanity. I wish for fog. And now we leave. Before the ghost haunts us. Oh boy. Oh boy. Weathering plants would be a cool idea? Oh, interesting. Yeah, like plants are. But the only problem with that is they would have to like explicitly have plants in every room. All right, anyway, I think we got everything done. Yeah, should be good. And I'm pretty darn sure this is a shade, because it's not a demon. If it is a demon, it's the worst demon ever. See, it was a Goryo. Ooh, tough one. Goryo's not really dangerous, but it is really hard to get the Goryo's dots evidence, because you can only see it through a video camera, and if anybody's in the room with the Goryo, it will not do dots. So best option for that is to either stand outside the ghost room holding a camera aiming in, or set up a tripod and watch from the truck. But aside from that, Goryos aren't particularly dangerous. You know, no more than any other ghost. All right, we had a shade. Let me get the button pushed. Where's the shade button? Right there. Boop, shade. All right, who's our ghost guessing winners? Calico is the only ghost guessing winner for this round. Let's see. If you wished on the hallway, would that have closed the front door? It might have, yeah. It might have. Onryo definitely hunt after 3 lights out. Yeah, so if the Onryo does blow out 3 either like lighter lights, fire lights, campfires? I don't know if campfires count. It will hunt. As long as there's like no other lit flame around it to stop it from hunting, or a crucifix. Also, Carice, how you doing? Do we really need more evidence? As far as hard evidence, we still have combinations that are not used. Yeah, there are plenty of unused evidence combos that they could fit other ghosts into. I will say I am a little glad, I think, that the sound recorder is not going to be like a new type of evidence. It's just going to be like an extra thing you could do for money. Also, Ace, welcome in. How you doing? Love my content on YouTube. Learned so much from me to identify a revenant just in time for it to steamroll the entire team. Oh my god. Well, at least you knew what the ghost was. But hey, welcome to the stream. How you doing today? Also, let me get a new round of ghost guessing going for y'all. As soon as I find the button. Too many folders deep. There we go. Okay, ghost guessing and drops are going. Let's see. Oh, Twisted, that's awesome. Yeah, I'm really glad that the video and the stream have been helping people out. Not a lot of, you know, back in the day, there used to be a lot of guide content to Phasmophobia. I do feel like a lot of that has dropped off. You know, there's still stuff out there. There's other people doing what I do. But there was definitely like a big void, especially over on like Instagram and Facebook, that I wasn't aware of until my video started blowing up over there. Hello! Holy moly, Twisted! Thank you so much for gifting 10 subs to the community. Good lord. What about those? Holy crap. If anybody is here who got one of those gifted subs from Twisted, enjoy your duck emotes, enjoy your ad-free viewing. Thank you so much again. I really appreciate that. Also, who's in the soup? Gulboo. Gulboo? I think it's Boo. It's very tiny text. Alright, ghost guessing wraps up in 1 minute. Get your guesses in. And I need to decide where I'm going. So I kind of went across the top here. I guess that means Tanglewood's next. I feel like I've earned a Tanglewood. Also, y'all, after I play 30 seconds until ghost guessing ends, one day it'll be a Hauntu. I don't remember the last time I had a Hauntu, Zen. There is so much to learn. Yeah, like, I honestly, like, everything that I know about Phasmophobia, it's taken me years to learn. I mean, somebody could learn it a lot faster than I did, probably. But mostly, I just kind of, like, slowly picked it up while playing the game. Which I think is nice, because that does mean that I didn't have to cram it all into my brain at once. Moo, thank you for the hydrate. Alright. Acorn says, I've been guessing Hauntu religiously for a month. Hang on, how many ghosts do you... No, that's the wrong button. How many... Are you on the list, Acorn? If you are, I don't see you. So that makes me think that I don't get many Hauntus. Alright, we are heading to Tanglewood. Because nothing bad ever happens on Tanglewood. That's not true. Grabbing that. We are looking for Peter Marsh. We need a ghost photo, incense, and crucifix. Okay. I think that's our first ghost photo objective of the day. Could you use Firelight instead of crucifix to stop a standard Onryo hunt? Yes, but if the Onryo does try to hunt while it's around a firelight, it will extinguish the firelight. And also, I don't think the firelights have as much range as a crucifix, but I could be wrong about that. Let's see. Oh no, Notorious, yeah.
Tanglewood, the best map. No joke.
Twisted, thank you for the 100 bits. I'm a little nervous about the Tanglewood redo. But it does sound like that they're not going to change too much about it. They're just going to update the graphics. I think CJ said they might move a wall or two, but other than that, it'll mostly be the same, thankfully. Yeah, Notorious, I hope everybody's safe. I've been hearing from a couple of people who are in that storm tonight. If it's the same storm. And Mega Man, how you doing? Alright, we're looking for a ghost now. Ghost and curse possession, I think. Yeah, all we have so far is the bone. It's not the summoning circle, it's not the Ouija board, it's not the... Oh, it's the monkey paw again. Well, you know what? I can use the monkey paw for a ghost photo if I need to. And repel it while it's chasing me. After I use that wish. Favorite skeleton? Oh, thank you. Can you guess what you're having for dinner? Is it spare ribs? No, wait, is it tacos? It's either spare ribs, tacos, or something completely out of left field. Need to catch up what they're talking about upcoming things for Phas. I can give you the TLDR. So the next update is going to be called Chronicle. It's going to add the sound recorder equipment It's going to change the photo system up, which I think is really needed. And it's going to have an objective overhaul and a couple of other cool things. On top of that, other updates that they're planning this year, there's going to be a rework of Bleasdale Farmhouse. Or not Bleasdale, there's going to be a rework of Grafton Farmhouse. The Bleasdale rework's already out. There's going to be a rework of Tanglewood, and there's going to be a new small map that they have not revealed any information about other than a very blurry photo. Hang on. Let's hurt a switch. Did you turn this off? Ooh, interesting. Okay, so it actually touched that switch there, so I'm going to run out, grab an ultraviolet, see if it left me any fingerprints. Alright, thermometer, and it seems like it might be in the living room. Let's see, hope for spirit box so you can ask you to put it so that the ghost is singing. I don't know if the ghost will sing on command for me, but if we do have a banshee, it will sing a lot. Which might be an option with ultraviolet. Okay. Snake says, just found my first monkey paw last night on Tanglewood. Because you've never seen it. Didn't use it. Just brought it to the truck. That's probably a good idea. Honestly, the monkey paw is good, but there are very dangerous outcomes from a lot of the wishes. Oop, it looks like we might have a hallway ghost, actually. Also, Rules, welcome in. How you doing? Have a question about something that just happened to me in Phasma and want to know if anyone can answer. Yeah, go ahead. I might have an answer for you, or I might not. I don't know. We'll find out. Oh, the music box. Yeah, I haven't had a music box all night. I have not had a music box all night. Which I would like to get a music box. I don't know, Twisted. I've played a little bit of Demonologist, but I didn't really care for it. I thought the jump scares were overwrought. And just kind of repetitive and boring. Okay, I don't see any orbs in here. But I do need to double check it. Oh, no, never mind, there's an orb. We got orbs. Ultraviolet and orbs, which means it could potentially be a mimic. But anyway, Rule says, so I'm on Tanglewood with a friend, and the cursed possession was a Ouija board. The second I go to play with the Ouija board, it instantly spells out cold before even saying anything. So I instantly said Hantu? Sure, we got 3 evidence. Sure enough, it was a Hantu. Okay, so the fact that the board said cold and the ghost was a Hantu is a coincidence. Because, probably... Okay, so what cold would have been an answer to is, how are you feeling? And there is a thing with the Ouija board that has happened to me before, where sometimes what you're saying before you turn the Ouija board on will be interpreted as a question. So whatever you said before you turned the board on, oh, if nothing was ever said, yeah, in that case, I can't explain why the Ouija board thought you were asking how the ghost was doing. But the Ouija board did think you were asking, how are you feeling? But as far as, like, that question revealing anything about the ghost, unfortunately, that's just flavor text, and it was a really amazing coincidence that you had Hantu. What questions can you ask the board? The biggest one is, where are you? Which will tell you the ghost's current position. Not the ghost room, mind you. It'll tell you what the ghost's current position is. So if you do have a ghost that's roaming around, it may tell you a completely different room than what the ghost room actually is. Be careful, though, because that question will drain 50% sanity, and it will almost certainly put you in hunt range for most ghosts. The other really useful question is asking where the bone is, which, well, it tells you where the bone is, and it takes 20% sanity when you ask that question. Other questions you can ask are... how are you feeling? How did you die? Why are you here? You can say Marco and it'll respond Polo. You can say knock or knock knock and it'll reply who's there. All of those questions drain 5% sanity. And those are really good for if you want to get EMF readings off the board to see if maybe you're dealing with an EMF 5 evidence ghost. Because every question that you do ask of the Ouija board it'll make it emit EMF 5. On top of that too, you can take a picture of every response for every unique question that you ask the board. So there's a lot of really useful stuff that you can use the Ouija board for. Oh, and the other one that you might want to use is you can ask the ghost if it wants to play hide and seek. What that does is it does initially What that does is it like initiates a hunt. You'll see it go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then the board will explode and the ghost will start hunting. The good news is that that question doesn't drain any sanity, but you did just destroy the board and you can't ask any more questions. So if you do want to make the ghost hunt without destroying the board, you can just ask, where are you? That'll drop your sanity by 50% and probably get you into hunt range. Then the ghost will do a regular, normal, non-cursed hunt. So, yeah. Ouija board. It's really versatile. Is that a clip? I don't know. That was mostly just a lot of talking. With no visuals. Anyway, what are the numbers for when you do the drop into the soup? That is how close you are to the center. The maximum is 100. Where's the bone storage? Bone clip through the wall. We don't talk about that, Wicked. I don't want to bring up any traumatic memories right now. Hey, what am I doing? Hey, I forgot to put the ghostwriting book down. Anyway. But thank you for the hydrate. Who did that? Zafiro. I still can't figure out what happened there. The incident that Wicked is referring to. Which, if anybody wasn't... Oh, hey, auto-gen. Oh, never mind. Not an option. Wait a minute. I don't need this. What am I doing? Get out of here. Get out of my inventory. We're looking for a potentially spirit box or freezing to see if it's a mimic. Let's see. Also, Nicola, welcome in. How you doing? Saw my clips on Instagram. Decided to follow me here. Hey, thank you for that. I appreciate it. Welcome to the stream. I forgot what I'm doing. What am I looking for? Spirit box or freezing? Okay. So yeah, we have orb and ultraviolet, so I want to make sure that this isn't a mimic. Because the mimic has fake orbs, and since we're playing into evidence, that means that it could have either spirit box or freezing. So, but it may be a real orb. I don't know. We'll figure it out. And we have like pretty good sanity right now. So first we're going to check the temperature in the hallway. Yeah, tier 3 is so nice. It covers a lot of ground. All right, 1.6. We don't have freezing. Do we have spirit box? Are you here? Are you near? Are you far? Are you young? Are you old? Are you friendly? Where are you? Are you here? Are you near? Do you like me? Where are you? Are you here? Are you near? Where are you? Okay. I don't hear spirit box. So, it's probably not a mimic. Probably. Let me get the power back on. Oh, I'm sure the ghost definitely feels Benita. Cree says, you can also throw, ask the board. Oh, yeah, you can ask the board, how old are you? And if you've aged your Thea, if you have a Thea and you've aged it, it will give you a higher number later. Ouija board and no evidence is pretty handy for Theas. If you want to try to get them early before making them hunt. Let's see. Continuously calling the ghost names to provoke it and realize it's a demon. I will say, if you are like talking to the ghost or calling it names or saying its name or saying like give me a sign, stuff like that, it does have a chance to cause an interaction or like a throw or like a door touch or something like that. Snake says, I did see a real interesting clip. I don't know if it was a glitch or a hack. Actually, send it your way in Insta. I'm sure you don't open those, but I thought it was neat. Showed a crucifix just sliding across the floor. Oh, yeah, that is just something that happens sometimes. Like, you'll throw something on the floor and it just, like, slides across the floor for some reason. I've seen it happen to the crucifixes. I've seen it happen to the Ouija board. It makes the floor look like an air hockey table. Also, Potato, welcome in. How you doing? Took my friend into his first game, watched him get insta-hunted by a demon. Did he get the achievement? Let's see. But yeah. We can check for the Haunty by making it hunt. We can turn the breaker off, see if it has cold breath. Banshee, we can set up a motion sensor test. And Obake, well, we might get lucky. We might see a special fingerprint or something. Or we might be able to see it transform during a hunt. But first things first, I'm going to do the Banshee test. Let's see. Do I need a ghost picture? I do. But I think I'm going to use the monkey paw for that. But in the meantime, I'm going to put a motion sensor right here. And I'm going to put a motion sensor... let's put it right here. And then I'm going to go get a parabolic microphone, and we're going to wait over here and see if the ghost walks to me. Saw a crucifix moving yesterday in another streamer stream. The weird part about it, the crucifix was moving to the ghost room. I will say, there's nothing to read into crucifix sliding around. It's just a weird, silly bug. Because back in the day, there used to be a rumor. There used to be like little voodoo dolls you could pick up around the farmhouse maps. And if you threw them, sometimes they would skitter across the floor. It was a bug, mind you. But people used to think that that meant it was like walking towards the ghost room, which was really funny. Okay. I got both. Okay, I got both these where I can see them. I'm just going to hang out back here and aim my paramic towards the ghost. If it walks over here through the motion sensors, it could be a banshee. Okay. It just walked over to me on the motion sensors. Now it's walking back. Got another paranormal sound that wasn't a scream, mind you. Banshees have a 33% chance of doing the scream on the paramic. Hi. Okay, now he's in the room with me. He just did a ghost event, which meant that he boop, teleported in here. Now he's got to walk back, so watch him go back through the motion sensor there. Let's see. Mayabelle, welcome in. How you doing? Yep, there he is walking back. Wait, was that a banshee scream? Did I just hear a banshee scream? I think I just heard a banshee scream. It was like, it cut off though. So when the crucifix is in your kitchen turned upside down, that's a glitch? Oh, yeah. Now there's the banshee scream. Okay, we definitely have a banshee. Not only was it walking back and forth from the ghost room to the kitchen where I'm standing, we could tell from our motion sensors beeping. We just got the banshee scream like twice in a row. That is amazing. So I'm going to mark banshee in my journal. And, well, I still have stuff to do, so we're not leaving yet. Didn't hear it? There we go. Yeah, heard it that time. So we still need ghost photo, repel the ghost while it's chasing, and prevent the ghost from hunting with the crucifix. Okie dokie. So next thing I need to do is figure out where I am hiding. Can I hide in here? Yeah, I can do the lockers. I can do the lockers. Okay. So ideally what I would like to do is I'm going to put the motion sensors over here, and I'm going to lure the banshee into the garage, where I'm going to make my monkey paw wish, get the picture, repel it, and hopefully survive. See, can the mimic a banshee scream? It absolutely can. If it is currently mimicking a banshee. Okay, sanity's pretty good. I'm going to get my sanity up, though, because we don't need to lower it for anything. Though we do need to prevent a hunt with the crucifix. You know what, that's fine. Let's see. Can you explain why to the people in chat why it couldn't be a Hantu with the evidence that you have? Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, we got pretty clear banshee behavior. But in this case, I wasn't even really suspecting Hantu because Hantu loves to turn the power off. And on top of that, the real way to tell if it's a Hantu, though, is to make it hunt. If you turn the power off and make the ghost and make a Hantu hunt, it'll have cold breath coming out of its mouth. On top of that, the Hantu speed is governed by the temperature of the room that it's currently in. So if it's in the ghost room... Oh, wait. I understand what the Dune is asking. Hantus have forced evidence. Hantus have forced evidence of freezing. Man, you can't hit me with a question like that when I have a headache. Yeah, Hantus have forced evidence. Here's the thing. I have a really bad headache today. It's amazing that I can remember half of this stuff. Visible, thank you so much for the Prime sub. So I have noticed that when I am feeling really bad, I typically forget about forced evidence. It's one of the things that just kind of goes whoop out of my brain. Why am I streaming with a headache? This is my job. Anyway. But Zafira, thank you so much for the hydrate. Let's see. Okay, so we have our Banshee. We need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We need 6 more pictures, which I can use salt for. But what I would really rather do is maybe save some of those pictures for the crucifix. Let's see. Deathly, how you doing? Okay, so it's definitely going to walk across here if it's stalking me. So I'm going to put all the salt over here. There's 6 piles of salt. Thank you, the Dune. Okay. So we are grabbing a lighter. Hang on. Lighter. Freehand for monkey paw. Scroll up for camera. Scroll up for incense. Okay. So I'm going to use a pretty dangerous wish to get the ghost picture. But since it's a banshee, I'm pretty confident this is going to go okay. Pretty confident this is going to go okay. What's my favorite ghost type? Probably the mimic. Probably the mimic. All right, buddy. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to wait for it to start walking through the motion sensors. Probably as soon as it beeps the first one. I'm going to make the wish. I'm going to scroll up, get my picture. And then hopefully live. What do we need to do? Repel. Okay. So we just need the banshee to do banshee things right now. Wouldn't it be really funny if it is a mimic and then it just never walks over here to me because it's now mimicking something else? That'd be silly. I just touched a door. Come on, buddy. Come on over here. Wait. Okay, yeah, my motion sensors are on. For a second there, I couldn't see the laser beams. Oh my god, what if it is a mimic? Hasn't come over here yet. I feel like a banshee should have come over here by now. Do I need to go check for freezing in Spirit Box? I think I need to go check for freezing in Spirit Box. Okay, no freezing, but it is in the same room still. Can you wish for death? You cannot. I mean, there's plenty of wishes that will kill you, though. I don't know why I'm checking on the other thermometer. They're gonna say the same thing. Okay, well, no freezing. Let me try Spirit Box again. Let me turn this off. Let me turn this off. Are you here? Are you near? Are you far? Are you young? Are you old? Are you friendly? But yeah, Neon, the mimic can do the banshee scream. Where are you? Are you here? Are you near? Are you friendly? Where are you? Are you here? Are you near? Okay, maybe we just got some bad banshee RNG. What door is this? One of these. Let me check that with ultraviolet. There we go. Yeah. Can you cook one of each tier thermometer? Only if you're in multiplayer and each player puts in a different tier. But alright, y'all. I see we have an ad break coming up in 3 minutes. Rather than do something really sketchy with an ad break bearing down on me, I'm gonna go ahead and take the ad break. This is gonna be a little cliffhanger. Because when I get back, then I'm gonna do the monkey paw ghost photo wish. Favorite wish is for life, like to Gamba. Let's see, Araz, welcome in. How you doing? Yeah, honestly, oh man, the 50% chance to die on that one. Don't like that. But okay, anyway, for anybody new here, I do one ad break an hour. It is a 3-minute ad break, but it gets rid of pre-roll for the next hour for anybody new coming in. While I do that, I hop up, I refill my drinks, I use the bathroom, all that fun stuff. If you need to get up and do anything, now's a great time to do it. Otherwise, I'm going to get some words on stream going for y'all. If you are subbed, you're going to see all the rounds of words. If you don't have a sub at the moment, don't worry, you're not missing too much. But if you get caught in the ad break, I do really appreciate you sticking through it. It's a great free way to support the channel. You know, the ad revenue is really nice and really helps out. But otherwise, yeah, I'm going to get those playing, and I'll see you in just a minute. BRB. Hey, I'm back. I just keep getting emails tonight. Oh. Nothing exciting. Ow, 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 ow. My foot started hurting real bad all of a sudden. Oh, hey, thank you. How have I only been live for 3 hours? Help. All right, the ad break is over. Welcome back, everybody. Dev, thank you for the hydrate. But yeah, I'll be back into Phasmophobia as soon as this round of words ends. Lone Wolf, how you doing? Oh. This song really makes me want to play Castlevania. I've never played Castlevania 64. For the longest time, like, you know, all you'd hear about that game was like, oh, it's the worst game in the series, but I feel like it's had kind of a critical reappraisal. I've been hearing good things about it. I think I want to check it out. Anyway, hello, we're back. And I am pretty sure we have a Banshee. I don't think it's a Mimic, but I do need to, I would like to see it walk to me one more time with the motion sensor. Hazardous, how you doing? Okay. So lighter, camera, incense. Or a Mimic, maybe. We'll see. Let's see. Okay, so we did have a pretty clear Banshee behavior earlier. And then it just kind of stopped doing it. Because I was hanging out in here waiting for it to walk to me through the motion sensors, and it hasn't happened since then. Speaking of Castlevania, the animated shows on Netflix are really good. I still haven't seen the final season of the original series, and I haven't seen the new series yet. Unfortunately, don't have access to Netflix and don't want to pay for it. Let's see. I'm concerned. I am concerned about this ghost's sudden behavior. Here, let me go back to the original spot where it was stalking me. By the way, where is our ghost? Is it still in here? Yeah, it's still in the hallway at least. You know, the fact that it is still in the hallway makes me think it's a Banshee because Banshees can't change rooms. So I'm going to grab another motion sensor. What do you think about a church map with a graveyard? I know that has been one of the most, like, hypothetically requested maps I've seen. And unfortunately, there was a fake leak for Phasmophobia saying that the devs were working on that, but it turns out that the leak was just, it was a booby trap for leakers to make them seem like silly geese because it wasn't real. See, did I get the Banshee scream already? I did. I got 2 Banshee screams, and it walked to me several times with the motion sensor. But weirdly, it has it stopped walking to me. So I got a little paranoid that it was actually a Mimic. Devil May Cry? I have played Devil May Cry 1, but haven't played any of the sequels really. Okay. What I'm doing here. Just gonna fan out all these. Okay, now we have a super Banshee detector. Does Banshee have orbs for evidence? It does. It has ghost orbs, ultraviolet, and dots projector. But we're playing in 2 evidence right now, so. And now I need to find the monkey paw. Where did the monkey paw go? Is it in here? There it is right there. Okay. And also, too, I want to check and see if I have hiding in the basement. The anime's bad? Really? Sucks. Hot dog factory map. That's where Beef Jerky Man lives. Okay. Well, the good news is I don't need to do the monkey paw thing to get a ghost picture. The bad news is I'm still unsure what this ghost is. Okay, buddy, go through the motion sensors. Yeah, there you go. Okay, that's what it's gonna look like when he walks to me. Here, let's get the parabolic mic again. Let's listen for those screams. What does baby key nostalgia baiting mean? Oh boy. Yeah. Okay, the ghost did walk to me that time. I don't know why he wasn't walking to me in the garage. So I do think it's a banshee again. Yeah, okay, he's walking back. Also, Tidbits! Thank you so much for the 3-month resub.
Hey, yo.
Tidbits, how you doing? Come on. Come on. Okay, yeah. Okay, walk to me again. This has to be a banshee, not a mimic. So we still need to repel it while it's chasing and prevent a haunt with a crucifix. I think for that, I'm going to use the monkey paw to wish for sanity, which will make the ghost change rooms. Even if you have a banshee or a Goryo, which normally will not change rooms, wishing for sanity will force them to change rooms. So, I wish for sanity. Next, I wish for sunrise. Okay. So doing that combination, wishing for sanity, sets your sanity to 50%, changing the weather drops it by 25%. So now we just need to repel it. Also, Brookie, uh-oh, he's in here now. He is in here now and could haunt. Brookie, thank you so much for the 4-month resub. Let's go. Where's the ghost coming from? So the good news about the Banshee is that it can't hunt while it is in transit stalking you. Cars are louder than a Banshee, that's why I hate them. Banshees don't like cars, confirmed. Yeah, they don't like the honking. Oh, I get you, Zubat. Okay. Alright, buddy. Come get me. Oop, nope, no you're not. Let's see. Goblin, how you doing? Or Marcus, I should say. Subbed earlier today, I remember that. Didn't get to say anything. I found your shorts on YouTube and watched your whole intro to Phasmophobia and decided to watch me on Twitch. Hey, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Welcome to the Twitch channel. And thank you for that sub earlier again. Regret wishing for built-in mic. Wait, I regret wishing for built-in mic into controllers. One finger on the monkey paw curls. Okay, so anyway, I think the hunt's over. I don't know where our ghost is currently, but we got the repel at least, and now I need to figure out where it is so I can put the crucifixes down. Yeah, it's just a really stubborn mimic. It's a mimic that just loves mimicking banshees. Okay, we're gonna get some of this. Wait a minute, I already have crucifixes down. How can you prevent a hunt with a crucifix when you don't have crucifixes in the house? What the heck? Quick question, can mimics mimic any ghost at any time or only possible ghosts? It can mimic any ghost, and it can only mimic one ghost at a time, but it will switch what it's mimicking every 30 seconds to 2 minutes, so mimics will keep you on your toes. Oh, thank you for the hype train. Shamrock, thank you for the 100 bits. Don't know where this ghost is.
Stubborn mimic brothers, unite.
Champion, thank you for the 100 bits. Honestly, this is probably the most dangerous time to be giving me money. I can't hear anything. Why is my character a skeleton? I had been using the webcam for like 9 years, and I decided to stop using webcam, and I just happened to have this image around from an old Halloween stream. Thought mimics switched after every hunt. No, but it's just like, they can't switch during a hunt. But whenever they're not hunting, they can just switch whatever they're doing. Oh, I think it's in the living room. So I should probably move this in here. Yeah, they don't like, they don't arbitrarily switch after a hunt, if that's what you mean. Let's see. Where's my other cruci? Over here? You know what? I'm gonna sit on one of these. Oh, never mind. Okay, well. Click. Click. There we go. Burn crucifix, interaction. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, we got all our pictures, we got all our objectives. I'm walking out this door. Achoo. Zafira, thank you for the hydrate. Also, hey, thank you again for that hype train, y'all. Sorry, I was a little distracted when it went off. Okie dokie. Well, I'm pushing that button. That took too long. That took too long. That's the problem with perfect investigation sometimes.
Hype train time. Chat says it's rabbit season, but the ghosts say duck season.
Guess you're gonna have to try a little harder than that. But Kit, thank you so much for the 100 bits. Can you explain what the motion sensors confirm that it's a banshee? Oh yeah. Aside from the banshee scream, which you know, that's a very definitive way to identify a banshee, unless it's a mimic. Banshees pick a target out of all the players in the match. If you're playing solo, well, you're the target. But what the Banshee does is, as long as the target's inside the location and on the same floor as it, the Banshee will walk back and forth from the ghost room to the target. So one way to catch a Banshee is to put a trail of motion sensors between the ghost room and some other far off room. And if the ghost like walks, you know, back and forth between you and the ghost room multiple times, could be a Banshee. I mean, Phantoms can do that too, but they don't do it nearly as much as the Banshee. Speaking of Banshees, let me find the button here. Do red light events like that do anything different? Nah. They're just a different visual effect. Trey and oh hey nah, both guessed correctly. Congrats, y'all. How do you find enjoyment out of a game you're so good at and play so much? How do you avoid burnout? Serious question. The first part is Phasmophobia is like
next level train.
Rock dude, thank you for the 100 bits. Almost there, 87%. The answer to the first part of that question is Phasmophobia is like special interest territory for me. So that is how I'm able to play it so much and like immerse myself so much in the game and cram my head full of so much, you know, useless information about this game. How do I avoid burnout? That's a trickier question. The answer is I don't. Like about once a year, I do start to feel pretty burnt out on Phasmophobia, and I do hate to say that time of year is spring, aka now. So I have been struggling with burnout lately.
Now you're talking.
Hey, Nugans, thank you so much for gifting a sub to oh hey nah. Nah, enjoy. Also, Rock Dude, thank you for the 100 bits. I forget if I said that. Also, Anton, how you doing? But here, let me get the ghost guessing going. Actually, I feel like there's a couple of other questions I need to answer before I let them all scroll off the screen. You were on one of the houses, had a rate in the foyer, right by the upstairs. Had to wait 10 minutes to confirm it with EMF 5. Oof. Yeah, EMF 5 can take a while to get, unfortunately. Let's see. How do you know who the Banshee's target is in multiplayer? You could set up motion sensors in different rooms and see who it walks to. Or, alternatively, you could let the ghost hunt and see who it just goes after. But make sure to have incense and be ready to run and hide. Zubat says, take breaks. It's okay to take a break from a game that you love. Yeah. Like last year, I had to take a 3-week break from Phasmophobia because I was feeling burnt out. You know, I played other stuff. I played a lot of Once Human. And then after that, I came back to Phasmo and I was good for another, you know, 6-7 months. Do I believe in ghosts? Not really. I fall more on the skeptical side of things. Haven't seen anything to convince me otherwise yet. But I would love to go on an IRL ghost hunt, though. I would love that. Let's see. Still get fooled by the ghost sometimes, too. Yeah, sometimes I get it wrong. Usually on days like today where I'm like dealing with like a really bad headache or a lot of pain or something like that, I do mess up a lot in Phasmophobia. I die a lot. I get ghosts wrong. That being said, I've been doing pretty good today despite that. Oh boy. But anyway. Let's see. Pastel, how you doing? The ghosts are behaving today, I would say. Ghosts are behaving. Least favorite cursed possession, and why is it the Summoning Circle? Summoning Circle might actually be my favorite. Least favorite is the Tarot deck. Tarot deck can take a hike. Phasmophobia? Oh my god. That's not even a word. I don't know where the captions are getting that. Thank you, Zafiro. But anyway. Dev says, I quit playing Halo for like 3 days and play Call of Duty, went straight back. Had to play some Halo, cured your burnout. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah. But yeah, this time of year, just streaming in general, I struggle with burnout really bad. Like I've been honest about it on stream. Hopefully me being honest about that isn't a bummer or doesn't turn people away from the stream, but I feel like as a content creator, it's a pretty important thing to talk about because it is something that plagues pretty much anybody who streams. Do you enjoy playing Phasmo more on or off stream? I only play it on stream these days. If I did play it on stream, I think I would drive myself faster towards burnout. Which is how I got myself into the current burnout. Because of that stupid Easter event. Which, it's horrible, horrible grind. Because I was playing Phasmophobia like a couple hours a day off stream just to like try to contribute to that grind. And it put me in a not great place. And eventually I just had to dump the Easter event completely to not like just hit a brick wall in Phasmo. Sonic X Phasmophobia. Yeah, we can get King Boom Boo in here. Or whatever. Sonic has ghosts. Typically in pyramids. But yeah. Do you think the game could use another cursed item or two? Yeah, I mean, you know, I'm down for whatever they want to add. Easter event was awful, yeah. I haven't really been a fan of the whole, like, just grind points type events that they've been doing since last Halloween. But unfortunately, you know, for better or worse, that type of event does seem to be here to stay. So, it is what it is, you know, and I made the decision to... Here, let me get some ghost guessing going. I made the decision to stop working on it, and I was a lot happier after that. So, like, I only have trophy upgrade 1 over here. And I don't care. See, like the puzzle events, like the one that ended with making a cursed potion. Yeah, honestly, Pastel, that was my favorite event they've ever done. That one was so cool. See, also, Billiam, welcome in. How you doing? Like to see you do another evidence for more ghosts. Have you heard of XLS? Could be new evidence for them. What's XLS? Is that like a ghost hunting thing? Am I gonna Google this and see something terrible? Am I being baited right now? XLS. All that came up was a spreadsheet file format. I'm gonna do XLS Ghost. Oh, Ghost Camera. What is the XLS camera? Oh, okay. Yeah. I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I've seen this used, but I didn't know that was the name of it. I guess I always forgot it. But yeah, that could be a thing. That could definitely be a thing that they could add. Like another like type of camera that we have to look through. Like stick it on a tripod. That would be interesting too. Then again, I feel like Dots Projector kind of fills that void a little bit. You know, like looking at the Dots Projector through the video camera. But also, Junie Tabs, thank you, or I'm sorry, congratulations on the soup. But ghost guessing ends in 30 seconds here, y'all. But yeah, it's really how I'm working to try to avoid burnout. That's why I've been playing other games on Wednesdays. We played the Oblivion remaster. We played Doom: The Dark Ages yesterday. Next week I'm going to try out Liza P. Which, if anybody isn't familiar with Liza P, it is kind of like Dark Souls and Bloodborne, but it's sort of like a dark fairy tale steampunk take on Pinocchio. Which sounds ridiculous, but it works. Trust me. Cool says, ever heard of poop on car hoods as like paranormal evidence? I heard that happened in Pennsylvania. The Oblivion remaster also blew up my computer. That is true, but look, now I have a new computer that allowed me to play Doom the Dark Ages, so, you know. Boba Tea Shop. I haven't. I saw Brotator play a little bit of that, though. Let's see. Not a big fan of the new Doom. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Dev. I don't know. I was having a ton of fun with it last night, though. Is ghost guessing over? Oh, ghost guessing is over. So expensive? I will say, Liza P does go on sale pretty often, but I haven't seen it hit like a super duper deep sale yet. You know what I mean? Let's see. Repo? I have heard of some people who play Repo solo. VKTV did gift me Repo. I still need to play that with her. And, I am open to streaming it at some point. It's just a bunch of other stuff kind of dropped in front of me that I got keys for. Okay, so anyway, we did Tanglewood. We did the whole top row here. I think it's time for a Bleasdale. Oh, if you're looking at my current specs now, Billiam, that's my new computer that I got after Oblivion exploded my old computer. The main problem with my old computer is that the processor was really, really old. It was, you know, when I built that computer back in 2019, the processor wasn't even anywhere close to top of the line. So, like, I've struggled with games for a while because of that processor. Let's see. But we're looking for Cortod. We need to repel, blah, 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 incense, witness a ghost event. Okay, I can do that. But yeah, Liza P is basically sort of like Dark Souls, sort of like Bloodborne, with like the whole like timed attack, parry block type stuff. But you got a Pinocchio. And also like steampunk robots. And also I think there's a lot of horror in it. Let's Repo. Oh yeah, you have Repo. Yeah. But yeah, eventually, if I did stream it, I probably would do it solo, just because collabs are hard to organize and stuff like that. Okay, anyway, I am already regretting coming here because I'm like, oh, there's so many rooms to look around. Yeah, honestly, what was that sound? Is that my phone? Oh. Oh, okay. It looks like now we're under a tornado watch. I have played a little bit of Elden Ring. I used to actually be a Dark Souls streamer. Dark Souls, Elder Scrolls, it rhymes. And Fallout, that doesn't rhyme. But yeah, I used to play all those games on stream back in the 2020s, early 2020s. But I did burn myself out on Dark Souls for the longest time. And by the time Elden Ring came out, I did not want to play much of it. So I've only played a little bit of Elden Ring. Hope it's an outside ghost. I've only had one truly outside ghost so far. I've had a couple on the porch, and I've had one on the side path over there. So you still need to get Elden Ring. Also, Liza P. Watch is the bad one. What are you talking about, Rustic? I forgot the context. Oh yeah, Cat. I saw that it was hitting really bad up there in the forecast. Mandy Quinn, welcome in. How you doing? How's the game going? Pretty good so far. We've been doing custom Nightmare solos tonight. Been a lot more laid back with it than usual, though. I've just been kind of derping around. Spend a lot more time focusing on chat than usual, which is a lot because normally I do spend a lot of time focusing on chat. But anyway, hi, welcome in. How you doing tonight? And I think this is the first not small map I've done tonight, and I'm like, oh, why did I come here? This is so many rooms. Had an outside ghost on Bleasdale. Oh, at the Blood Moon? What ghost did you have? Tornado watch, yes. Not a warning, thankfully. We're under tornado watch. Warning's the bad one. Oh, wait, now I understand the question. Okay, sorry. Is that normally there? Yeah, it is, because I can't pick it up. Yeah, warning's the bad one. We had this explained earlier with tacos. Taco metaphor. Oh, your country doesn't have tornadoes? Yeah, that's the one bad thing about living in the Midwest. Oops, I just blew the power. Is, tornadoes. And I think that's about it. We do get some flooding here a little bit. Cass says, luckily over here, it's just been windy so far, but the rain will be coming soon. Yeah, I think well, I don't want to say when it's going to hit me because, you know. People can look at a map. Do you prefer taking the EMF or thermo? Normally I do the EMF, but on some big maps, I do prefer the thermometer. Oh, cool. We're also under a severe thunderstorm. Taco Goddess says, watch you have ingredients for a taco. Warning, the tacos have been delivered. Hang on. Let me check real quick. Let me see what's going on here. Checking the weather. Have I beat the Apocalypse Challenge? I have. I'm actually going to be making a guide on Apocalypse pretty soon. Because it's been one of the most requested things. Uh-huh. Yeah. Okay. Uh-huh. Okay. Where are we at? Where are we at? Oh, yeah, that doesn't look good. All right, then. Yeah. Okay. I think... What the heck? Hang on. I just saw something weird. I'm gonna go. Sorry about that. I'm gonna go. It does look like things are about to get really bad. I'm gonna raid out, though.
Oklahoman here. Home of the fast wind speed tornado. There's actually one level worse. You got tornado watch, tornado warning, then finally tornado emergency. This is going to be tornadoes that are the wedge class and can dig underground.
Is this real?
You can't even hide from these mothers.
Is this
Stay
real?
safe out there.
Koodles,
Storm
is this
team,
real?
egg emoji, American football emoji.
All right. Anyway, I'm going to go raid Amber Wicks. She is on. She's not normally on this late. I never get to raid her. So we're going to go raid Amber. Oh, boy. If you don't know Amber, she plays a ton of Phasmophobia. She's also a really good educational Phasmophobia streamer. It is real. Holy crap. But thank you, y'all. She plays a ton of Phasmophobia. She's a really good educational Phasmophobia streamer. That being said, she's playing something else tonight. She's playing Nancy Drew. So I love the Nancy Drew games. They're really fun. And like I said, I never get to raid Amber, so we're taking the opportunity to do it. If you're coming on over in the raid, copy and paste these raid emotes here. We got one with the waving ducks if you're subbed. We got one with the dancing dinos if you don't have a sub at the moment. Also, if you are, if you'd like to join our Discord, there's a link right there. I will be back Saturday if I don't get tornadoed. Yeah, you could do that if you want, Taco. Get some spaces in there. Anyway, but yeah, thank you so much for hanging out tonight, especially on a day that I don't normally stream. Honestly, this was nice. I kind of want to do more Thursday streams. Maybe I'll swap Tuesday for Thursday or something. I don't know. But yeah, fingers crossed I don't get exploded by a tornado. That's not what tornadoes do to you. Oh, that raid's gonna go. Let's go say hi to Amber. I'll catch you later. Bye!